up. Let's see if any of this will come across now. Hopefully they'll be able to hear you.
And we all stop talking.
Yeah, right.
The remainder of this game will be done in semaphore.
I'm on it myself, and oh, yep, there we go.
It's fixed.
So, is it working?
It's fixed.
Yeah, we're in it.
Yay!
Da 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 da.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
All right, so it's too bad I can't. Well, actually, I can fix that afterwards. Cool, all voices. Sweet. All right, so we'll go to our gameplay screen and continue where we were. So, anyways,
Music.
Until something else fucks up.
Yeah, really.
Music.
Music.
Yeah, I can hear music.
Oh,
Is that
music? Somebody else's music.
It's not me.
All right. So, anyways, you guys were you just encountered the Drow pursuit as you came out of this area, and you just all rolled initiative, and it looks like first up
Oops.
would be Daxon.
Here, I'll roll mine too.
Daxon Thwapson.
Oh,
Well,
still Daxon.
Alright, so I saw these people coming up out of like from behind the wall or whatever.
We need
Or
some.
was it just not
it's
battle
in the dark, so you, I assume, don't see them.
Or did we hear
What?
them? Hear the preachers
You
we
did-
just shouted out? Get
Yeah,
them.
you would have heard them, and you do see.
At least those that are us at the front of the tunnel.
I was asking the DM.
Well, you can see nothing because you don't have dark vision.
Okay, but I know there's
well,
a
one
presence.
thing of note: so long as my blade is out, I do have a 10-foot light radius.
Oh!
There you go.
Hot
Okay,
diggity damn!
so I will.
Huzzah!
But you did hear their voices. You heard the general area they came from.
And I think it just basically acts like a torch where 10-foot light radius and it's 15 or something foot dim light radius.
So I'm just gonna run to the
Just-
other side over there and
Okay.
take a cunning action to hide.
Okay. You like stealth?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a stealth. And just use the one radius. You don't have to. That way you don't have to drag around two every time you move. All right. So you quickly dash across, and they don't notice you run over there, and slip into the shadows, which is even shadows to them.
Very nice.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm gonna move my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Here we go.
Okay, can I see Drow Guard 1 from where I'm at?
Yes, you can see the two of them standing there from your distance.
And I'm going to yes, afternoon there. Put my hex on him. Can you remove one of those damage 1d6 necrotics? I accidentally hit it twice.
Yep.
And then
Go.
I'm going to shoot an agonizing blast from my staff. And targeted.
You
Okay, so what it
organize.
is 10 feet around me and 20 feet of dim light around that.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Hey, God's armor.
Oh! Heyo!
Okay. So, one, two, a tree.
Gesundheit.
I just say, in fact, can't you move double your speed if you don't do anything else?
If you're not doing anything else, you can use your action
Yeah.
to dash and double your movement distance.
Yep.
That tastes good.
That'll take your whole.
But that will take up your whole turn.
Can I still say something?
Yeah, you can
That's
use,
a free action,
You can use
so
free
yes.
action to talk.
Scoodly bloop. Let's go.
It's like I really needed to know the rules. Can I do this? Scoodly poop. All right. The first guard
Apparently, I don't speak elemental.
I do.
spotted Nocturne right
And
off.
I understand.
And let's see. He will move right here, targeting Nocturne, spear in hand, just letting fly right at Nocturne,
Oh no!
and just
I've actually got armor
whizzes
class.
right over your shoulder. All right. The second one. And what exactly does this do?
Too bad I'm not a monk. I could catch it and throw it back at him.
All right. Same goes with this guy. For D.
After that.
Hurling the spear. Shunk. Oh, and he gets a hit. Doing a whopping 3 points of damage.
Ah! You're dying, my friend. I'm sorry.
All right, Jojo.
What? You hit me? Because my foul language, I talk to him. I shall no longer call anyone Scoodly Poop.
Jojo's talking, but I don't hear him.
I move up through my
There he is.
allies. Alright, up to here. Alright, and attack Jogard number 1 with my slash from the or stab from the Wakasashi. Where'd you go?
Oh!
Four
yes.
completely misses, as it normally does. And I follow that up with a kick to the side.
You can do it, Jojo.
That's a hit.
Boot to the head.
Oh,
All right.
It's
really
it's my turn.
Oh, and also, guys, flanking is now a thing. So
Yeah, we read that with the variant rules.
yeah. So just make sure you all knew that. As long as you're opposite from each other. Alright, so it's
1,
Elrenar.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
and make sure you do not get flanked yourself.
Exactly.
No need to say anything. Just move up there.
All right.
I'm not going to
Oh.
insult them in elemental underdark or anything.
All
Oh,
right.
you can't even speak elemental, can you?
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, perfect. Boom. Boom. Targeting Nocturne.
Oh no.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I lost
I'm right here.
Not you.
I'm directly under her
All right.
in the combat tracker.
So she rears her hand back, and you see sort of this bit of lightning around her arm as she hurls it towards you.
Zip, zip. No!
It hits you with a blast of lightning for 9 points of radiant damage.
Oh.
Just and you hear just the echo of thunder roar down the cavern. All right, Nocturne.
Well, let's see. That'll be just enough. Move right up, and I'll repay her the favor by stabbing her. Well, first, I should probably target her.
That might help.
Fail!
That is major fail.
No, Doctor. Now you might get flanked behind
All
by
three
a
of them?
nail drow.
All
But
right.
hey, all three of them are now
And
within
Elden,
light.
who is way down here. Go 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. She'll move right up here by Shushar. And that will be hers. Vargas
And all
will
three of
move
them
up.
are now within lighting.
telephone. 10, 15, 25, 30. Shushar goes up there so he can move. Right there. And then Stool is just Stool. Oh, hello.
Yo, Kilgrave,
Somebody
turn
needs
down
your-
your speakers.
Yeah. Use your headphones.
I am using headphones.
Dax,
Well, turn
you're
down
up.
your headphone speakers then, because we can hear that.
Alright, Daxton's up.
Alright, so I see some magic flare out. I'm gonna dart out from behind this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get up in there.
Alright.
And I'm gonna stabby stab. I'm gonna do a stabby stab.
Right, and this will be
Oh shit. I gotta target this one.
This will be your sneak attack.
This is the priestess, right? Yeah. Okay.
There, that should be better, right?
Hacha. Or this
Good.
is with this is with advantage,
That's
right?
a hit. You're using sneak attack?
Yeah.
So yes. And you were in the shadows, they didn't even see you there, so yes, you have advantage.
Okay.
But that's
Well,
still a
before
hit, so you don't even need to.
Well, he could re-roll and potentially get a 20.
That's true, that's true. Ah,
Okay. But we didn't. So alright, so and then I need to hit boom.
Alright.
Oh,
So just
And
the
then-
rapier right across the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna level my crossbow right at the back of her dome, and I'm gonna fire away.
Oh!
Kobe!
That's a hit. Blam!
I have a serious question that would pertain to us who are sneaky. Or maybe just a rogue. Are there shadows with dark vision?
I don't know. I don't
If
think
you
so.
see
What are you
in the
talking
dark, would there be shadows and could you hide? Not to screw you over,
He wasn't
my chummy
hiding
friend Daxton.
necessarily in shadows, he's more like around the corner where they weren't even seeing him. But yeah,
Tastes good.
dark vision, there is still shadows, I believe. It's kind of like infrared, but with black and white rather than heat signatures.
But if it's black and white, it's just a little darker on some sides.
It was
Yeah.
still like 100 feet away before they could have seen Daxon.
I was just curious.
yeah. I think they updated it from the ultravision, but that was always defined that shadows were just different because they penetrated different materials.
Right.
So the shadows are in weird ways.
Alright, Kilgrave.
Alright, as my bonus action, I'm going to transfer the Hex over to the Drow Priestess. And I am going to, so I don't hit any of my friends, I'm going to use Chill Touch and create a ghostly hand in that empty square there beside her.
Okay.
Now, does that hand get advantage to hit her?
No,
Okay.
it's a standard attack. That's a hit. Boom.
Deed.
Perfect. The frosty hand kind of just gently caresses her face as she freezes up from head to toe in just ice, falls over and shatters on the ground.
Oh, hey. It's my turn.
It is your turn.
Control to I target him? I think so. We move. We do the targeting. Wait, hold on. I think yes. Here we go.
You have both targeted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take one of them off.
we figured it out. We rolled our attack, and with our swipe,
Nice. It's a hit.
we do hit him. No, my damage. Hoya!
2.
Yeah, 6 total.
Nice, and I come around and swing after piercing the drow right between his non-bladed parts. Or defensive part, whatever.
That's a hit.
It's his thing.
His thing that he's
Between
wearing
his
over his
armor.
thing.
Oh,
Boom.
That'll do it.
Nice. You just catch him between the legs and just pull right up through him.
And take that for me not knowing what I'm talking about, you. Oh, next turn.
The drow guard kind of looks at his compatriot next to him, cut now in half, and turns his attention over to D. Says, Ilvara will come after you, no matter what you do to us. And takes his spear and just jabs it right to you. Boom.
Ugh.
5 points of damage, just, and it twists as he kind of jabs into your side.
Did you say Ilvaro?
Ilvara.
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 This is clearly the scouting party.
Jojo will slide to here. And
Linkage.
take a swipe at the drow with his Wakizashi.
Oh!
Critical.
Damn!
You're gonna obliterate his ass.
Oh, yeah.
And for somebody else to get sprayed with blood.
Oh, jeez. Would you like to describe how you end his life?
Maybe do better.
I behead him.
Just one simple.
that
just
kick
couldn't
is
get ahead in
impressive.
life.
I'm just saying. Kick
And-
his head right off.
No kick. There was no kick. That was actually the Wakizashi finally hit.
Yeah. His head just rolls back off his body, and he slumps down to his knees.
Yeah,
Nice.
you young men are certainly an artist.
No, that was your dick.
Really?
I would
good.
suggest that we perhaps hide these bodies
No, first we should
before
probably
someone
search
else
them.
comes down these corridors. Yes, let's search them first.
I'll keep my blade up for the 10-minute duration. That way we've got easy light to search them and of course try to search them.
All right. Let me see what they got on real quick. Where did I put that?
While they're searching.
Maybe one has a hand crossbow.
Oh yes, I have crossbow.
The drow priestess on her. Let's see, what does she carry on her?
Oh, you ask if drow have had. Sorry.
On the frozen priestess, what didn't actually shatter when she fell over frozen, was just her robes that were with her. But the two guards, they had more on them. Hang on.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, there we go. The drow guard on his body. Just their spears with them, and some light leather armor, and then their robes and their hoods that are over that. Which one doesn't really have a hood anymore because took it
The
off
whole
with his
JoJo
head.
thing.
No hand crossbows on them?
No crossbows.
Is the priestess's robes magic?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well,
Cast detect magic.
I cast detect magic in a 30-foot cone.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary about these robes. They do seem that of very fine quality, but there's nothing magical about them that you sense.
Okay, so nothing in my cone
You
is there
sense
magic.
the little bits and pieces of her shattered body give off the remnants of a once existing magical property, but it's slowly fading
Okay.
away.
All right.
Well,
I want to
that's just-
take one of these robes and put it on over my hides.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the picture. Huh.
It might come in handy if we need to look kind of like a local. I would recommend if someone else wanted to wear a robe also, it might not be a bad
Yeah.
idea.
I will tell
Especially you, Daxon, if you can get ahead in a hallway and not draw attention.
I'll tell you right now, you wear that robe, and you will stand out. Like, I mean, something crazy. That's a
Why?
priestess robe. And robes that Drow wear, and Drow only.
I didn't mean the priestess. Didn't the other guys have robes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I were to wear some of those robes, perhaps I could pass myself off as a drow with some work.
Yeah, you got the disguise. Can't you use disguises?
Yes.
You possibly could, but I'd just say.
One of the drow, the one that was beheaded, had a small dagger on his belt too.
Oh, he forgot. The DM forgot. It must be magic.
No, he didn't detect any magic.
I'll pick up the dagger. How nice does it look?
Looks a very fine make.
Would anyone else fancy a dagger, or shall I take it?
It's obviously of elven build.
I have no need of it.
It goes to maybe the thief. That would make sense.
The painter.
I'm a
He
painter.
needs it to
I am
mix
not
paint
a
on the
thief.
palette.
Such a silly misnomer.
Or should it go to
You said
the
no.
monkey dojo?
So I'll put that robe on, leave the hood down, and kind of like pull it the arms up to where I can deploy it as a full robe if need be. But I don't want anyone
Okay.
to mix me up in combat among us. If anyone else thinks taking one of the others might be useful, even if you don't want to wear it, maybe we pack the robe away. It could
Yeah, I'll
become
take
useful
it.
in the future.
I'm wearing
I
black
think-
robes already, but I can take it and put in my pack.
We could clean our weapons with it.
I'm thinking more if we show up in it, something we face may be intimidated and avoid us rather than kill us for being topsiders on first sight.
While they're
Just a
deciding
thought.
what they're doing, I'm going to pat myself on the knee to cast heal. 4, 5 points. Wait, that's 9 points. Oh, I'm back to full.
Nice.
As everyone's talking, I'll start dragging bodies back in the corridor we came from.
Good call. I shall help this man next.
All right. So you guys are dragging them back down to like where you guys were camping at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Why
mad.
don't we throw them in the nest so the wooden creatures think they ate the babies?
Ah, yes, that is a clever ruse. And we could also pay back the hook horrors for the meal we partook in.
Yes.
How do you presume to do that? Sexing
We-
them up so they lay more eggs?
Of course.
I'm
Drow
mad
must
as
make
Eldeath to help
themselves
them.
nourishment.
Well, you're the
I'm not
druid. You
very
actually know a ritual for it.
I do, but I'm not going to help y'all do this stupid stuff.
You still have your flame blade.
It dissipated after 10 minutes. I assume
Okay.
that searching the bodies took like 10 or so minutes.
Okay.
So we all go to the left, I am guessing.
I'm just
Looks like-
following JoJo.
This looks like the main corridor, so we might as well keep following it, unless you want to search these layers.
We can go.
I don't know that there's a good answer because if we don't search what's to the side, something could come behind us, but we have no idea which direction actually goes longer. So,
Well,
Well,
we
we-
came in from this direction, and the drow came in from this direction. This might be a main corridor that cuts through the entire lair.
Yes, this must lead to somewhere important. I suggest we follow it.
Doesn't Shushar know the way to the lake?
Shushar thinks he knows the way to the lake.
Not through here.
We're
last-
talking about.
In the last session, he was trying to get you guys to go the other way, but that's when the cave-in happened. So he doesn't know. He's not familiar with this.
Okay.
So he's expendable.
Who
No.
has dark vision?
Nocturne. Pretty much everybody but Daxon.
All right.
And the halfling.
And the halfling, of course. All right, so I can kind of draw out a smaller area that you guys can see. Yay! All right, so you guys can see down the corridor a little more.
Just to our right, is that a wall or does it gray out a hallway?
It's a hallway.
Okay.
I can make it a little more visible to you guys. There.
All right.
Well,
I'll just move up to here, keep an eye on our back.
If you guys want to stay on the main path, it looks like going down is the bigger way. What do you all say?
I agree. You want to scout it out?
Okay. Or no?
One moment. I do not have paper. Someone needs to start acknowledging that we're scribbling a map. Otherwise, we're going to double back.
I need no map. I am familiar.
Nocturne needs no map either. He's got the Wanderer feature, so he already knows where we've been and where we haven't.
All right.
All right, so which ways are you guys taking?
Well, I'm gonna sit right here, watch over this path over here for anything coming up behind them, while waiting for the others to decide which way they want to go.
And I go with the JoJo.
Okay, so you guys are all going to take the southern path?
Yes.
Okay. It's like a board game. Na, 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 na.
Shoots and spiders.
Yeah.
Want us to move NPCs up for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, Stool, my new best friend. He hangs out with me.
All right.
He's the closest thing to a Earth Elemental.
Give it time.
All right. So moving on through that corridor. That's what you guys are doing.
Ah, yes. Follow the JoJo. I come with.
All right. So standing there. Oops. Why'd that not work? All right. So standing then there, you can see down a little ways more.
There's a thing to the side.
Oh,
To the left is like a very small passageway.
Exactly how small?
Maybe about as much room for one person to go through at a time.
I'll take a
Maybe-
chance to be the one that sneaks through there.
Maybe
Why
5
don't
feet
send
wide at the
NPCs?
widest part. The what?
send the NPCs.
Send me. I have a good chance of getting out of there if somebody gets stuck.
Okay, very true. We send a non-fat man.
All right, moving through the passageway, you move at half your speed.
That's
Moving through.
fine. I mean, I still got an emergency transformation token that I can use to just turn into a small spider and get the heck out.
Making your way through the tunnel, you hear some more of that laughter that you heard from the gnolls before, and
I'm gonna
it's coming
move
from.
as stealthily as I possibly can.
All right, give me a stealth check. See if they can.
Ooh.
All right.
17. Good enough.
All right, so let's see. Alrighty then. So you hear it, the laughter from down the hallways, but you can't really distinguish the direction because of the echoing from the cavern walls.
Could I try and distinguish it?
It does sound like it's coming from multiple directions, though.
Could I try and distinguish it since this is my terrain?
You can try. Try to give me see what kind of check would that be good for?
Insight, perception,
Give me just a
survival?
perception. Actually, give me a survival because you'll be able to read off the walls.
Ugh.
So to you, it's more just like, they're coming.
It's coming from above us.
It's coming from
Everywhere.
It's from that way. It's where he's going, guys. We're good. I tell you, I'm like, yes, I know. I'm expert. It's that way.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue going down this path just to kind of scout
Nocturne
out
trusts
whatever's
you.
the front.
Nocturne trusts you, and he's going down that way, so no, yes, it's accurate.
All right. Okay.
I'm watching behind us just to make sure nobody sneaks up on us.
Yes, I will as well. I
So,
am going
moving your way
to
through.
hide in this little alcove.
Just kind of sidle up to this wall, still being as stealthy as I can to take a look down both paths.
Give me 1 sec here. As you kind of shimmy your way out of that small area, 2 gnolls are standing right there.
Have I gone unnoticed so far?
Nope. You
Of
haven't.
course.
And actually, he gets a surprise attack on you as you poke your head through. With a spear just kind of jabbing right at you. So this will be on here, targeting you with a spear.
Nah,
No
just
good.
barely hits.
At least you were able to heal.
So just 5, just as you come out of there. And as the others are kind of coming around that corner, they hear more laughter coming from that far direction as well.
Oh, I was right. Thank God.
We've heard this laughter before, guys.
I'm gonna use my free action to go ahead. Can I get a little help over here?
And
What's
you
going
see
on?
2 more of these large furred creatures coming from the far end of the cavern.
Oh.
It's a pincer attack.
Hey Rob, do you want me to make a stealth check?
Yes, because you're trying to hide behind a little
Yeah, I'm
alcove.
trying to,
Yeah,
trying
give me
to
a
hide.
stealth. Alright, it's just a little bit too low for you to really kind of get behind. But at this point, you can roll for initiative.
Right.
I do so only under protest.
Not actually that bad. I got a 20.
Alright. D was up first, but then he rolled. I was like, oh,
Okay, I guess that means I'm up first.
Yep.
Alright. As my bonus action, since I can cast it as a bonus action and I'm kind of over here alone, I'm going to recast my Flaming Blade. Or Flame Blade, or whatever you want to call it.
Alright.
Light Radius! And I am gonna try and stab that gnoll number 3 that stabbed me, you little butt. Take this! Yeah!
Nice.
Fire!
Ooh. So Noah kind of reels back, and you see some of his fur singeing in the flame from the flame blade. All right, Shushar will move up ahead. There's nothing you can really do from there. Daxton, you're up.
Okay, how big is a torchlight's radius?
The torch blade radius that I've currently got is 10, I think.
I think a standard
It's
one
basically-
is between 10 and 15,
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
I think the light radius is 10 feet for normal light and 20 for dim light around your
Alright,
person.
so I'm gonna use my cunning action to use object and light a torch and throw it over here.
Okay.
I don't know how I moved the circle. I didn't put it where I wanted it. Like
over
a
there.
tard. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna
As you
go.
throw it, you see the face of the gnoll standing there. It's a rather large gnoll. It looks bigger than the other ones that you've seen.
Okay, so I've got like my crossbow ready. The torch lands. It's a bigger knoll than I thought, and I go, ah! And I shoot it with a crossbow.
Panic!
Now-
So that's what Knoll Lord.
Are we on 5 foot squares or are they 10?
something?
They are.
10.
I believe they're 10.
Okay, so that scales off.
Okay, so crossbow, and he knows I'm there, right? So no advantage, or whatever.
Yeah, he knows you're there.
Okay, I'm done.
He saw the torch, like where it came from.
Yeah.
All right, and that was a miss. So
So-
Elrenar,
If these are 10, we have to change the scale.
is it counting by 10 or 5?
It's counting by 5s, I believe.
Oh,
isn't
then
it?
Yeah.
then it should be. Then it's 5. That's right.
Well,
Okay.
last week it was 10.
Yeah, last week you did say that the squares were 10 feet each.
Well, But one person through there would make it.
Oh, the
5.
map does say 1 square is 10 feet. So let's just go by 5s. That'd make it easier.
All right.
Why not? That way you guys
as-
can get a little more movement too.
2, 3, 4. I can get more movement, but I will choose not to because I'm not suicidal. Let's not rush in. I'm gonna move up to here and then bolt for your arc. I cast, and that's I should have him targeted. That's going to be guiding bolt.
That's a hit.
Hey, that's going to be some decent damage.
Nice.
And did it automatically apply? The next attack on him is at advantage because he's glowing now.
I don't see it on there.
Says it
No, it does
grant
not.
advantage attack. Oh, I have to apply the effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, I'm feeling good. I'm not going to say a damn thing. Let's move on.
So
No more
Jimjar
fumbleitis.
will move up through here. He's gonna try and follow you behind Nocturne through the little passageway, and the knoll for Nocturne, and he's just gonna try and take a bite, nip right at your face.
No, that's my shtick!
And he just
You can't steal my shtick!
misses. The next one is going for another stab at a spear.
Wrong one.
The what?
No, number 2's up top.
Oh,
Two is
shit.
That's no number 3 that's next to me.
That is. I can't count. Numbers are hard. Alright, so he's gonna move out into the light.
Blinded by the light. And that's all I know of that song.
Now that's 3. So the last one was I rolled a 19 with him. So that would have hit you, I assume.
I got an AC of 16, so that's gonna hit.
Alright, so then we'll do. Where'd it go? There it is. Hiya! 8 points of damage with a spear to you as he kind of lives out this howl.
I can
There
do this
is a-
all day, buddy.
There's another knoll that steps out of the darkness behind him.
Oh, come on! They love me.
And Eldith, she will move over. And Jojo, you are up. I think you got your thing muted again.
Okay, I can't reach either one of them, so
You can reach one of these guys. Actually possible. It's about 10 feet.
5s, you can't reach them? Oh, 30, right, 40.
I will move up here to go
You
ahead
must
and
go up
cover.
with Jojo.
I'll move up
Yes.
there to cover Daxon, and I can go ahead though.
Yep.
Where's that?
Oh,
Well,
Gotcha.
hit him in the face.
That would be
Hit
a
him in
hit.
the eye.
All right. So just a dart just stabs right into his eye.
And then advance the tracker.
He's the one-eyed wonder weasel.
All right, Stool. Where did Stool go? He moved over there. He's just because he's Stool.
He's spinning in place.
He's just gonna hang out.
Because, well, what else needs to be said?
All right. So, right up next to JoJo. And he has a large sort of spear kind of thing with an axe along the side of it.
Nice.
And he's just gonna take a long swing right at JoJo. And he just misses. Just you feel the wind as it kind of blows past you. Kilgrave.
Alright, I'm going to move over to there, and I'm going to target the Null Pack Lord. And as a bonus action, I'm going to move my curse over to him. And I'm going to fire a agonizing bolt between JoJo and Daxon into his face.
Ouch.
So I should get advantage. Let's see.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh man. With advantage,
Brutal.
just.
The advantage just fires off. Okay. And I'm done.
All right, D.
well, since I cannot go to the left, I cannot squeeze by. 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 or... I can do nothing. I will cheer the JoJo on. You can do it.
What are you, Rob Schneider?
You can do it. It's too bad you weren't a bard. You could use bardic inspiration. You can do it.
Yeah.
All right, Vargas is going to move his little self up here. Doot. And can't target nothing yet. So Nocturne, you're back up.
Doesn't he have a crossbow?
Not that he can shoot that far.
Well, I'm gonna take one last.
There's too many
swing.
people standing in front of the target. He wouldn't really want to fire.
I'm gonna take one last swing at Mr. Knoll 3.
Oh,
Hit.
Nice. That's a hit.
Die, you little bastard!
Nice.
And with that, I'm going to be incurring a breakaway attack from the other Knoll, but I'm getting the fuck out of there.
All right. Okay, that'll work.
Ah, you die! I'm out!
Alright. So at the end, that's all you're doing?
Yeah, Knoll 1 does
wait
get
for your attack.
a reaction attack against me.
Yeah,
because I'm moving
attack
out of
off
No
range.
one? Alright,
Yeah.
so I have to make him up and then target you. No one was the one with the spear, okay.
Knoll
Bam!
3 was the one with the spear.
No,
It
well, he
missed
still
anyways.
missed. Yeah, alright, so be on Shushar.
And it's like, yep, I'm out. See ya.
Shushar will stand right up here, spots the knoll right through the little tunnel, and he just reels back his spear, goes as he throws it. And he is targeting you with a spear. And just
oh,
my greatest apologies. Daxon, you are up.
Alright, how tall is this Pack Lord guy?
The Pack Lord is... Where is the Pack Lord? He
Is he a
is...
big man?
He's probably about 6.5 feet tall or so, and he's pretty wide. Probably
Alright.
like a large human, like a bodybuilder size.
Okay. I'm just gonna run up here. I'm gonna poke him with my rapier.
you should
Poke him.
poke him with new dagger.
Oh, with a new dagger.
See if you get any bonuses, which would tell you if it's magic or not.
Yes. All right, so I got him targeted there. We're gonna hit him with the rapier right now. This is not gonna hit.
You're not gonna hit shit with the rapier.
Was definitely a miss.
And then I'm gonna hit him with the new dagger.
All right.
Now watch he hits.
That was a hell of a hit.
Now,
Is that a
make
turkey?
sure you turn your effect on for sneak attack.
But I'm not
It's
flanking.
not a sneak attack.
He's in melee combat with JoJo, so
But he's not flanking. He needs to be on opposite sides.
But he's a rogue. Actually, no, the rogue has it as a special ability.
Oh, yep. You are
Yeah.
right. You are right.
Oh, okay, cool. Hachaw.
Damn. 11 points damage.
Was there any bonuses?
no, I already detected magic. There was no magic on that.
It could be a finely crafted
Could be
weapon.
lane-
Oh,
laced
that's true.
with poison, though.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Elrenar.
All right. The first one went pretty well, but I'm not sure I want to expend that again. So I'm going to move up to here. I will raise my hand and Lacer Neofa. I'll cast Sacred Flame. Let's try that one.
All right. And success roll.
Okay, no damage.
So just
So green light appears above him, a beam shoots out of the sky, and he dodges.
all right.
Well, out of the ceiling, I guess.
I wasn't going to say anything.
It's a short sky. Don't judge. It's a vertically
Alright.
challenged sky.
Jimjar is. Oh, you can stay right there and try to shoot the gnoll right in the head with a with this crossbow, which has green tipped bolts on it. So let's see if this works. Ugh. Sorry, guys. All right, so the gnoll coming through this little passageway here.
Hey,
Targeting.
Jimjar, I bet you 2 gold that this gnoll misses again.
Oh, you're on. All right, and this gnoll is just going for a bite right at
He's
Jimjar.
gonna miss, and is gonna hit.
Oh,
Wow! Hey, you owe me 2 gold!
man! All right, and he like, does a quick calculation in his brain. All right, I got you. 2 gold. All right, and the next gnoll. Where'd he go? Where's 2? There he is.
He's up top.
All right. So I think he was right there. So he's reaches back with his spear and goes for a toss of the spear to JoJo. And he throws his spear and it launches straight up and stabs up into the low roof of the cavern. And it just kind of and he kind of looks at it, kind of like curious, like, how the hell did that happen?
Is he in the lower box or the upper box?
Gnoll 2 is up with the Lord.
Yep.
Gnoll 4 is down in the lower.
No,
All right.
I mean, L2's in the middle of 2 boxes.
Yeah. Well, he's there.
Okay.
I have it zoomed like out, so it's easier for me to miss. Anyway, so this gnoll, as he runs up behind his buddy here in the little tunnel, has a horn that he whips out from his side, and he blows into this horn. You hear this kind of echo through, and more cackling and laughing starts echoing through the hallways.
Battles of attrition.
And we will go to Eldith, who will move herself up here. And let's see, what's the distance if she were to target the Pack Lord? What is that? 35 feet?
35.
She's gonna draw her bow back and just starts muttering to herself what seems like she's praying that this hits and not one of her friends.
I pray she does not roll a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Boom! I rolled a 22. So
Nice.
She lets fly. The arrow goes between Elrenar, Detective D, and Jackson, and Jojo, all between all 4 of them, and stabs into the side of the knoll, doing 3 points of damage. She sighs with relief. Whew.
Better than nothing.
Good shot.
Okay. I
That was a hell
will
of a shot.
glide to here. Alright.
No.
Start getting the pack lord. Taking a swipe with my sword.
You're at advantage.
Nice.
Oh wait, yeah, I do have advantage. So just a second. I forgot to clean. Nothing special, just a hit.
Alright.
And I will
8
follow
points
that
damage.
up with a kick to the back of his head.
Oh.
With that's like
That's a
and
miss.
I missed. Oh well. And
Alright.
That's
Stool.
You'd be impressed at his nimbleness if it weren't for the fact that you knew you screwed up your maneuver.
yep.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Alright. The Pack Lord. With, he's facing Jojo. And he's gonna take another swing at you with this giant, sort of axe spear that he has. And again, he misses as he just kind of lobs right across over your head. Alright, Kilgrave.
All right, the 2 that are in the tunnel, I am going to cast Shatter. It's a 10-foot radius, and they have to make a save against it or take half damage. So here comes the saves.
That is a failure.
For both of them?
Both of them. Nice. Good damage. 16 points of damage to him.
Surprised
Okay.
Null. Oh wait, no, I killed Null 3. I was about to say, surprised Null 3 isn't dead yet.
And then
So forgettable that I forgot him.
No 1 will take the hex damage. I'll move it to him. So hold on just a second.
Alright.
I gotta untarget null 4.
And 6 points. And he just kind of flinches in pain and sort of his body kind of binds up as if his limbs no longer functions, and he drops over.
Oh, my turn. Okay, we go to the knoll a little. Or is he dead?
The Pack Lord's still up there.
Still up.
He's just heavy. Here, we go here. Click you. There we go. Back a little. Shall have my longsword and say, by lots of heavy wrath. Hopefully it hit.
Yep. that's a hit.
Okay.
As you're dashing up there, sort of out of the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse at another larger knoll and 2 smaller ones coming down the
Oh,
tunnel.
dear lordy. Praise the Lord.
Roll for your damage.
Plenty of blood.
More dogs for the slaughter.
Hold on.
Alright, 7 points of damage.
Plus this too, because he's already taken damage.
Yes, so another 4.
Colossus Slayer.
Nice.
Or is it Giant Slayer?
It's Colossus Slayer.
I knew it.
Is he still alive
He
after the
is-
4 more points?
He's still alive. He takes a few steps back and kind of shaking his head. He's definitely not looking good. And the second one is definitely
And,
a miss.
I do a nice little twirl, be like, ugh, I didn't want to hit you.
You meant to do that.
Yeah. Alright. Vargas will move through his buddies here. And he should be able to... Yep, he can reach the Pack Lord. And he's got his little crossbow, his little hand crossbow with him. And he takes aim. Dunk, and it just flies off to the cavern wall.
Give me 1 second. Targeted the wrong person. Now I gotta detarget the person. Alright. I'm gonna move back up and stab him. No! Oh, I thought that was a 1.
Automatic miss. That was a 1.
Oh, it was. Okay. What do I do? Stab my leg?
With their flame blade, just sort of hit the side of the wall, and as it hits the wall, it just sort of dispels out and fumbles as little embers kind of fly everywhere.
Aw.
I still need to put a
Yes.
critical miss table in here. I haven't done that yet.
Alright, I guess as a ending bonus action, I'll pull out my stick of thwacking.
All right. So Shushar. He will move up behind Nocturne, and with the reach of his spear, he should be able to target the knoll, which is, I can't see, 5 feet. Yep, he can just manage to get a little swing out of it. Oh!
Good hit, my friend.
All right. Bam. He just right through as the knoll is sort of laughing. He just sticks the spear right through his mouth and in through the back of his head.
Good hit, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Choke on that.
Daxon, your turn.
All right. So, did D say anything about more gnolls coming around the corner, or is he the only one that knows about that?
Well, I can use my free action to say that there are
he's-
2 more down here again.
He's the only one that saw them when he stepped forward. Jojo's not facing that direction,
Okay.
so yeah.
So I'll just I'll attack the big guy. I'm gonna try and puncture right in his throat, because JoJo is in some good spot for some arterial spray.
More nose are down this
Gotta get
direction.
You're
So
just our viscera, bitch.
we're gonna go for that. Where is the thingy? Shit.
Did
Okay.
the ADV.
I
Yes.
forget to mention that there are more nose down this direction.
All right. And this first attack will be sneak attack.
All right. Good hit.
Boom. Oh, he's dead.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's real dead.
Just
Nicely done.
nice.
He's real dead. And then,
Shooting all 2.
all right. So I'm gonna wade into the muck, and I'm gonna shoot Knoll too.
All
Got
right.
him targeted. Crossbow.
That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna put one right in his face too.
Oh, yeah. The bolt just kind of hanging out of the side of his head.
All right, victorious.
I should say the
Good
arrow.
job, old man.
All right.
JoJo needs a bath yet again.
I'm up here. Dark vision just makes me realize how screwed we likely are. There's more coming up. I will raise my hand and Fazmike. All right, let me draw. No, I don't want drawing. I need a circle. It's 20, but we're at half scale. No, we're at normal scale, you said?
Yeah. You can just target the 3.
I can't really go full scale. That'll be...
Nope.
Alright, that circle appear?
Yeah.
Alright, that is now spike growth. Anything that moves through there takes 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet, and it's difficult terrain.
Damn.
Nice.
Nice.
I thought about taking that one myself.
The gnolls sort of look around at the ground as they
Do
notice
not-
that the
and-
rocks
and
kind of burst
They
forward.
may or may not notice it because it's concealed, but I let everyone know, I say do not move forward.
Well, the one is standing in it.
Right. That's my hope. I tried to catch the other one closest to us. I just don't want any of us to move forward, so I say do not move forward. And I'm good.
He says it does how much damage?
2d4. I have it listed. If
All right.
let me do it this way. This
Well, I can
is-
roll damage right now on him because it
Yeah,
came up
2
right on under his feet. So 8 points of damage to.
Oh,
Wow.
roll.
Nice.
Maximum roll.
So whichever ones, just remember
I always do that.
2d4. That way I don't have to target them and keep clicking or anything.
Okay. So Jimjar. Jimjar will move through and make a crossbow shot. As he's running through, he's pulling another bolt through, and he's ready to fire at 05. Where's his crossbow? Boom! And he gets a hit.
oh, nice.
So much damage.
All the
6
damage.
points of damage. Ha! What you wanna bet? Next one I drop him.
That's
Alright.
enough to go to back.
So the Null 2, where the hell's Null 2? Null 2 right there.
He's in the spikes too.
He's right on the outskirts of it. If he takes a step back or gets knocked into it, he could potentially take the damage from it.
Okay.
But he does have D targeted, and he's gonna take a bite right at D's face.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a hit, and he does 3 points of damage.
ow, I am hurting.
All right. Null 5. Where is Null 5? Down here. All right. We'll move right up to Jimjar and try to bite right at his tasty little face. And absolutely misses. All right, 6. So 6 just got stabbed in the feet, and he's kind of jumping around, like trying to figure out what the hell just hit him.
I just imagine the ow my toe thing from Turtles in Time.
And as he jumps, and he's like what the heck is going on? He takes another side step to the side, taking another 2d4 damage.
Damn.
And this time he only took 2. So total.
Isn't each square 10 feet instead of 5? Take
we're doing-
4d4. Oh,
No, they're fine.
All right, and that he's gonna remain there as he's trying to figure out why he keeps getting hurt. And Null 7 down here. We'll move right up next to Jimjar and try to hit him with a spear. Ooh, that's a hit. And 10 points of damage to Jimjar. He goes, "Ah!"
Oh,
As he just stabs right into his gut.
Jimjar getting Shrek'd.
All right, Null 8. Now noticing that his buddy just stepped somewhere and got hurt, he looks really confused. Kind of looks around, sniffs the air a little bit, and then takes a step forward. Dealing 3 points of
Oh,
damage to
enemies with
himself.
low intelligence.
Good thing they're
he-
not smart.
And he kind of jumps about and he kind of howls. It makes a yipping sound. Alright, Eldith can move right up here. And she's readying her attack. Jojo, it is your turn.
it's too bad our Warlock's cantrip doesn't have that knockback effect. Just
It
start
will
knocking
soon.
him back into the pit,
Yeah, it will
to the
soon.
patch.
As he's bouncing around.
Treat him like a pinball table.
Knocks him back 10 feet too, so he'll take 2 of them.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
So
wow.
Jojo kind of swings and stumbles and takes a step forward into the trapped ground there, and roll 2d4s. So what kind of damage you did to yourself? 5 points of damage. So go ahead and give yourself 5 extra wounds there.
Jojo, he said, "Don't step in there."
Ow.
That's all he says. Hey guys, don't step here.
There is no pain, there's only victory.
All right.
There is no pain. There is only Zool.
The Pack Lord, holding his bow, draws back and aims right at the back of Jojo's head.
No!
Oh!
I want to go ahead. I want to use my reaction to reduce the damage and hopefully grab the missile.
All right.
He rolls damage and I'll roll to see how much of it I can avoid if I avoid the whole thing.
All right. So the damage would be 14 points.
And then for JoJo, it's a D8 plus Dex modifier.
No.
If I remember, it was supposed to be D8 plus Dex.
No.
Or,
I block 12 points of damage, so I take 2.
Wow, that's pretty good.
deflect missile. It's OP.
So you see this arrow just let fly as you turn around and as it just kind of skims the side of your head.
Whoa.
Kilgrave.
You take 7 wounds. Okay. I am going to, as my bonus action, move my Hex to Knoll 5. And let's see.
Thank you, Tame Plague, for the follow. I don't know how many followers we got here. We'll have to be doing a giveaway pretty soon.
We have all of the followers.
All of them.
And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Alright. And fail. Failed saving throw.
If that doesn't
Right.
kill him, he has to run away as far as he can.
That's
Right
assuming you
now.
can get away.
This was 5.
Yes.
Alright. As far as he
So-
can get away.
And Jim
Oh,
Jar
oh,
gets an attack of
oh,
opportunity.
So he will. Where's
But does he run on his turn, or does he run?
As a reaction, he has to
As a
move
reaction.
his whole movement.
So it's on.
He runs somewhere out into the darkness back behind him.
Jimjar does get a attack of opportunity from him disengaging.
Wouldn't I get a attack of opportunity, maybe?
You're not down there.
No, it's down at the bottom.
Oh,
Jim Jar. There's Jim Jar. And
I suck.
Target him. And Jim Jar, because he was readying his crossbow, would not hit him as he's running away.
Did I see which direction it escaped to? Basically left or right.
Right. And that ends your turn, right?
Yes.
Oh, not you. Where are you at?
It's Detective D.
Yep.
That's next.
I have a lot of people to scroll through. My combat tracker is pretty big right now.
Wrong one. We want a different one. That one. Okay, take off this one. There we go. I shall take my mighty sword and hail the killing blow. I hope.
Hit. Nice. Your damage.
Has he already been hit? I think so.
That one, yes.
Okay.
So
We
you
do the
take that.
damage there.
Alright.
He's
Plus,
dead.
what's that?
Oh.
He's dead already. That's just overkill.
As he drops to the ground, you just kind of start chopping at his corpse. Alright.
Slice your belly open. Fillet it like a pig.
End your turn.
Oh,
Your
yes,
turn.
yes. I end my turn.
Alright, so Fargus will run right up here and stop. Nocturne.
All right. Just kind of gonna sidle around this knoll to try and get a flank on him. And as a bonus action, cast my good old Shillelagh cantrip. I'm gonna smack him on the back of the head. Ah!
You didn't target him.
Oops.
but 22 would hit.
Now I targeted him. I think that's 7. Yeah, that's 7.
So it's a hit. Alright, 8 points of damage. So
Whack him on the back of the head.
You will hear this sort of hard thud, like, echo through there. And a small kind of as this knoll gets clunked to the back of the head.
Future reference, Shillelagh's D8, not D6.
That's... No.
Actually,
Shillelagh just adds, at least for the druid, just adds my wisdom bonus to the damage.
Nope.
so Shushard,
To a D8
No,
magic.
no. What? Hold on. You go on. I'll look this up.
Talk about it later.
yeah, so Shushard comes out of the little tunnel passageway here and runs up to the knoll. And you roll your advantage for flanking, right?
Yeah.
So it's got advantage, and this is the first time that you, Nocturne, have seen Shushar open up his gigantic mouth and chomp down on any creature who bites down on this knoll. And that is a hit. And you roll damage. And he did 4 points of damage. But he's just kind of bites down right on, like, over his entire head and gets him down around the throat as he kind of spits him out and jumps back off. He's like, oh, that was disgusting. Excellent.
Alright, so I'm gonna move up over here to the edge of that spike growth. With a cunning action, I am going to use one of the vials of venom that I picked up and apply it to a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
And I'm going to look straight at the Pack Lord and say, "You should leave while you can, friend, for you face the strength of gentlemen today," and fire right at him.
The Noel sort of has this confused look on his face. He doesn't understand comment.
Right.
You see his little Noel ears perk up.
Oh, I got it targeted. Yeah, it's
Here,
okay. He
let's
doesn't.
edge.
Trying to say nice things, and he only speaks monster. That's okay.
That is a good one, Jackson. We
A
should use
Noel
it as
do
a
the
toast.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh!
You fire
All
over
right.
his head.
And then I say, never mind.
He lets out this cackling laugh. Elrenar, you're up.
Alright, I slide up a bit. I am going to target Knoll 6.
Yep.
And my hope here is when I do Sacred Flame, the dex check to avoid it, maybe that forces him to move and he takes spike damage anyways. So, Lesser Neofa! Again, a green light starts to form around him and a beam from above. So, let me get that rolled. Boom!
Alright, so he fails.
Haha!
Taking 6 points of damage. And, let's see, where is he at? 6. Alright, yeah.
Upper corner.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, Jim Jar.
You got this, buddy.
Since he already fired his crossbow, he kind of slides his hand up, and as his hand comes up, he has this pick in his hand that he just kind of pulled right from his belt, and in one swoop, goes to swing at the knoll.
Shank him with a shiv. Shiv him with a shank.
Gets him with his hand pick, war pick. There it is. Hiya! That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Boom. Ha! I told you I'd drop him. As he
You did.
the war pick's kind of hanging out of the side of the knoll's head.
You targeted the wrong one.
What?
You targeted the wrong one. Null 5's already dead.
Oh,
Null 7 is the one that's in between us.
well, crap. Let's do that then. So then that would have done... It was still to have killed him because he is already wounded. So this one dies. So we'll do this. Just so he'll die. Okay. Okay. Now we're good. No 6. Draws his bow back and aims right at Daxon.
Not the JoJo again?
Just no, that was the other one. And it just flies right past him and hits the wall. Null 8, kind of looking nervously at the ground, afraid to move, fires his bow at JoJo and misses as well. Now it is Eldith. She comes trotting up, and she cannot see anyone. All right, JoJo.
Okay, I will go ahead. I'm standing here. And I will toss a dart at Knoll 8.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
hit. That is a hit. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Right, the dart sort of hanging out of the corner of his head. Right, stool.
On the
Those are
stool.
headshots.
Move up that many spaces. And yes, that is all. The Null Pack Lord just kind of laughing in his own sense and takes another fire, pulls an arrow out, lets it fly, missing JoJo by feet. Kilgrave.
Alright, I'm going to move my full movement to here. Can I see Knoll 6 and Knoll 8 or just Knoll 6?
From there you can see 6.
Okay, and I'll target Knoll 6 and put my hex on him. And cast an agonizing blast.
Alright. As hits.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So, force of force energy nails him in the chest, and the necrotic tendrils wrap around his face and start to choke him out.
Alright. And he just drops. Detective D.
Okay. Let us do it. My number. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Right. Are you locked? Yes, there we go.
Yeah, you got him.
We shall use my crossbow. Try and lay waste, is what we shall call this maneuver. Between the legs.
Ooh, good hit.
Alright, and here with the damage, with you.
Oh! Oh!
12 damage.
In the
Nice.
And between the legs. Like this.
12 dick damage.
The Null kind of
Critical hit to the nads.
just grabs his crotch and lets out this blood-curdling howl. As he
Doesn't he need to make a Constitution save or die?
He did just die.
He just dies. That far surpasses
just
Constitution.
die with dot to crunch. It was very painful, I have been told. And from the expression on Noel's face.
Alright, and that's
Good job.
completes your turn.
Oh, yes, of course. I always forget to click this.
Alright, so Fargus makes his way up close to you guys, sort of looking around, trying to find more gnolls because he can't see anything right there.
You're
Oh,
gonna
I
need to
showed
reveal some more of the map because I'm going up this way.
Hold on,
Since I'm
isn't
the one that
JoJo
ran away?
still stuck in there? We need to get JoJo out of there.
Where are you at?
Oh.
There? Okay.
I'm fine.
He's like, I'm good.
I'm fine. I'm good.
But don't you take damage?
No?
No,
If I move.
as long as he doesn't move.
Yeah.
Guess
Don't
I'll
move, Jojo.
All right. So what are you
I
doing,
guess I'll-
Nocturne? Moving up.
go this. I'm going up this path to search for the gnoll that ran away, and
Okay.
that's pretty much my max move speed. So that's as my action, I'll produce flame down the hall in hopes of hitting it.
Yes, let's
Hitting it.
pull more people our way.
All
Why
right.
not?
So go ahead.
Fling it down the hall.
All right. That is a 21.
But does it
Upon,
hit anything?
Upon creating this ball of fire and then throwing it down the hallway, you see the glow of the hallway, and lights up a good section as it goes down the hall, and strikes against the wall in the back, just with and sort of fizzles out.
Must be further up. Well, that's all I can do.
That is the one of Festanor.
All right, Shushar. He says, "I shall accompany you," and follows up in your direction.
General direction.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
Daxon.
Okay, so I'm gonna run across the spikes.
You're going to be incurring a lot of damage.
You die.
So that would be how many feet? 5, 10, 15, 20. So
That's 20 times 2
8
D4s.
D4s.
Oh,
That would
you
be-
take it for every 5 feet you move?
So that would be
Yes.
8
Yeah.
D4s of damage.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Rob, I'm dropping concentration as soon as he starts to move. As soon as I see him bolt, I drop concentration.
I thought it was just 2d4. I'm
He'll
like,
kill
what the
himself.
hell are we
No,
waiting
it's
for?
2d4 per 5
Per
feet.
5 feet.
It's a free
Okay.
action to drop, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
to
can
dispel.
reaction drop
So
it.
the second
I'm
his
just-
foot comes down on the spikes, where the spikes, they're gone.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
It
would
was
like
on-
to rage.
The guy Duxton is a sadist.
All right. So as I reach the big knoll, I look at him and I say, "See, foul beast, I am immune to magical effects."
His ears kind of perk up again.
And yeah, so now I'm gonna try. Now I'm gonna try and look good.
All right,
Don't
boom.
miss.
No, I don't. That didn't look good there.
that's a miss. Like
Look
also
good.
you.
But my crossbow is more powerful. No, it's
No.
not. I am full of lies today.
Well, you're almost in complete darkness. He has a slight glow to him, so it's very hard to see what you're aiming at. You kind of fire the bolt like right behind him, not even anywhere close.
I should quit telling lies all the time.
Elrenar.
All right.
And,
Can we see what this corner is like to the northeast of us?
yeah, 1 sec, because at this point your torch that he had thrown on the ground fizzles out.
Well, we have dark vision.
Yes, you have dark vision.
All but one person. Yeah. Can I see that corner? I want to know if that's either a hallway or a wall, or before I move. Oh, of course.
Way. Which is
Alright.
very big.
Right here.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I want. Again, Lesser Neofa. Another green glow above him and a bolt from up above. Let me get him targeted here.
All right. And successful roll.
All right, no damage.
0. So he just kind of looks around at the brightness. Huh? This is the most confused Knoll like pack lord ever.
He just sidesteps and.
All right, Jim Jar, following right next to Shushar, with his getting his hand crossbow ready just in case he comes across any foes.
They're the R brothers.
If I ever find 2 magical weapons, I'm gonna name one truth and one lies.
All right.
But you'll only be able to attack with lies.
Yes, lies never hits.
It's 25 feet. She targets the Knoll Pack Lord and fires her arrow. Shunk, and hits an arrow, dealing 8 points of damage. Just
When does she not do good?
as the Knoll is kind of looking up in the air, still at the bright light that came from nowhere, just takes an arrow to his
That's my
gut.
girl. That's my girl, Eldith. You go ahead.
Jojo.
I will follow her bolt across the hallway there. Slash at it. Why do I have my camera? Let's see how this damn sword goes. Oh wait, advantage.
Boom! Hit.
Oh my god.
He finally gets a critical.
All right, 13 damage.
I will follow that up with a kick to his knee.
All right, that's a hit.
Gonna leave a mark.
So he takes it. He gets a bright light. He looks up in the air, really confused. Gets right in the stomach with an arrow, and all of a sudden, a slash across him with a sword, with the Wakashi, and then another kick to the knee. I kind of feel sorry for him.
Do you roll twice and pick the better of the two?
For
Advantage, yeah.
With
yeah,
advantage.
advantage, you roll 2 d20s, and it automatically counts the highest. Disadvantage is the same, but it would count the lowest.
Yep.
So Stool kind of wants to get in the action, so he kind of charges up there. He kind of puffs out these spores, and you all hear within your own minds, he's like, "Let's get him, guys!"
Oh, you go, Stool.
All
No,
right.
don't go ruin it, Stuart. You started something cute.
The Knoll Pack Lord, who's now like rubbing his knee and pulling this arrow out of his gut, really pissed off, looks over at Jojo, takes a swing with his large axe spear with his glaive, and hiya, and just misses every time as he sort of rubs his belly.
All
And
right.
now he dies. Maybe.
It's good to have an armor class.
Kilgrave is going to move up to here first, and he's going to bonus action put his hex onto Knoll Pack Lord 2. He's going to fire his agonizing blast of force energy into him. And I think that might miss.
Yeah, drag it onto him because you didn't have him targeted.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That would be a hit.
Nope, it hits. Okay, let me target him.
There you go. Roll the
And-
damage.
Rolls the damage.
Oh,
Ouch.
Ooh, 16 points of damage.
he's not dead yet.
No,
He's
but he,
just really
took,
hanging
he
on,
just
though.
took a wallop to the face.
He's a tough son of a bitch, pun intended.
As he gets
Oh.
this blast to his face, you can see the ripples in his skin as his fur kind of moves. You know he felt that.
Oh, as the rest
Alright.
of my action, I'm gonna move back some over here.
All right. D, you're up.
Okay. We slash this fool to death in the part. Oh yeah! Okay, hold on. Let me do this again. Oh yeah!
There you go.
You and you.
Oh yes.
You actually had advantage for the flanking on the first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wouldn't have been
Why
flanking
you rolled
them.
again?
There's nobody on the opposite side.
yes. It has to be the opposite side.
But he still decimated
still
him with his
dead.
long sword. He just
Again, I twirl around as my first attack, looking like a pretty ballerina. And then the second one, The first one was a feint.
You killed him. Let's see if they had anything important on them. Oh, there's one still that ran away.
We don't know that.
Yeah,
You're-
we do because I caused him to run away.
Searching the corpses of the ones that you did cut down.
Yeah.
Alright, amongst the corpses, you found little to nothing, with exception to 2 bloodstones, a brown tourmaline, and let me get up the little party sheet here. Inventory, there we go. And so I will drop this here. Boop. And also 20 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Okay.
And Jim Jar gets none because of all of his stats.
Oh, and the Null Pack Lords. Well, never mind. Okay, yeah, that was right. They're the ones that had them on, this gear on them. So, whoever would like this, or I could divvy it out later.
Just
I'll
do
take
it.
one of the Bloodstone chests because I seem to be collecting so many of them.
Does-
Just keep it in the party sheet and let's do
Yeah,
it
we'll
out
do
at the end of the game.
All right. All right.
I would like to take some canine teeth out of these gnolls real fast.
So you just reach in there and pull out
Yeah.
some of their jagged, rotted teeth.
Taking all of those bodies and whatnot, I'm continuing up this path, just kind of stealthing out, see what's up here.
All right. So right there.
Ooh,
Draw.
and I are stealthy.
Can I get 2 gnoll teeth successfully?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
they seem so rotted. You're just able to pull them right out.
Well, just gonna kind of around the corner and go, oh, hey guys!
Yeah, where did you come from?
I came from that way. There were
From
gnolls
the-
that way.
Well, no shit.
He must be part of them.
Oh no, they found out my secret.
I agree, slay him.
He didn't want us to eat eggs and bacon.
Yes, he is clearly an enemy.
All right, so we have a lot of directions we have not scouted.
Indeed.
You do seem that you notice that the sounds of the laughter and everything have died down, and it's almost absolute silence, with the exception of a few drips every now and then from the water that kind of beads off the ceiling.
Well,
Would
I'm gonna
you
touch
guys-
myself some more.
Since we've had 2 battles against the drow and all these gnolls, would you guys mind us resting a short period of time?
We've probably moved like 2 hours.
Yes, I have suffered no wounds, and I am not tired.
I think we should press on.
Well, I'm down to 4 wounded.
Well, the reason I ask is because I have depleted my spells, and if you want me to be any type of helpful, I need an hour for my patron to reinvigorate me.
I mean, you have
While they're
had
debating, I'm gonna go around and I guess pat Jim Jar. You know what? I'll pat Detective D on the back and heal him up as well.
Okay, I'll take it.
What are the rest of you
There,
guys
buddy.
doing?
There.
Hanging out.
I guess why everyone's doing that, kind of stay on watch, because I still don't feel secure here at all.
All right.
Well, Nocturne is touching me.
Well, like a short rest, you don't have to like sleep or anything. You just need to sit down or even stand up. You just need to be still and not do any heavy activities.
Why don't we go move around for an hour real fast and scour and search
If we
this
find a
place?
good path, we can continue on. If not, we can take a rest.
I
Or-
suggest we keep moving. We need to make headway.
Yes, we have not done much.
We need a defensible position before we even think about rest.
Yes, I kind of like idea.
And this
Yes.
cavern
Okay.
does have too many openings in it. As soon as we find one,
Well-
we can defend.
Okay,
The
so
group says what they want, so I'll go with you.
Alright, so where D is standing, he can see down this way, and you can kind of see up through this way.
Want me to move the NPCs up?
Oh, yes. They may be interconnecting the pathways.
No, just to be sure, I'll move up here, still sneaking around, and try to see if it does actually interconnect over here.
And I just walk, since I'm not sneaky at all.
I hope when they add dynamic lighting, you can have like a ring of visibility that follows each player, and it'll expose the map and then re-hide it. That'd be awesome.
Because what's really nice about that, that's less that the DM has to do is fight of masking and demasking areas.
Yep. That'd be awesome.
Well,
Alright.
guess I'll just loop around here and go with Detective D.
Okie dokie. So that spot. Alright. So let you guys kind of look down there.
I think we should stick to the left path. This certainly leads back the way we came.
Yeah,
Why
what
is...
it seems like it's true.
Where
And
did...
Okay.
It probably does go back.
We shall go this way.
Why is
Bring
Jim Jar hidden all of a sudden?
I don't know. It's on the screen for me.
Yeah.
I see him.
Yeah, he's right there beside JoJo.
Oh, wait. And what the heck is that? Because I can't click it. What is that? Weird.
I see a little red dot. Oh, it's on Jim Jar. Okay.
No, there's something like farther down, but it's the same picture as Jim Jar, but it like stayed there. I don't know.
Maybe it's
His
a
ghost.
null.
It doesn't even let me click it, so I'm like, okay, it's just not there.
The
It's
ghost
Jim
of Jim Jar.
It's the ghost of Jim Jar's past.
Bam. Bom, 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 bom. So you guys are making your way up through the caverns here.
Yeah, yes, we are.
Want me to go on and reroll stealth since I've been trying to stealth for a while?
Stealth away.
Sure. Give me a stealth roll.
And I'm still stealthy. I have all of the stealths.
All of the stealth.
No, we just need those for combat rollers.
But this could be potentially good for a combat roll, because if we turn the corner over here and there's a null, I can get a attack of opportunity on him because I'm stealthy.
Ooh. So you guys moving on, or are you staying there? Or what are you guys doing now?
We're moving on.
Waiting
just
for
went
you
in
waiting
the
for you to unveil a map. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to move on when there's a void in front of me.
Oh, well, that's weird. You can't see that. That's unmasked.
Nope.
Sometimes you have to do it twice.
Yeah, I might have to. I was like, I'm pretty sure I revealed that. Alright, so... How's that?
Still masked.
And a little bit came open over to the right, but not the pathway.
Well, that's weird. Let me hit reshare again.
Yeah, like where Nocturne and I are at, we cannot see past that square.
Yeah, that's exactly where the line cutoff is.
Oh.
There we go.
There it is.
There it is.
Probably just revealed too much of the map at once.
Alright, so now you can
Never.
see that smaller
Sneaky-
area there.
Just keep sneaking my way up the way.
Alright, so you rolled stealth.
I got a 21 on my stealth.
What does the stool have for stealth?
He kind of resembles a horse when he walks. Why
Well,
are you moving?
Guess that's equivalent back to the one earlier.
Maybe we should have followed.
Dun dun
More goddamn no.
dun.
But
Actually,
have
it's
they
more
yet
there.
to see me?
You walked up on 5 gnolls, all sort of taking a nap, like just chilling against the wall or sitting on the floor.
Alright, I'm gonna stealthily run up behind Mr. Knoll number 4, using my bonus action
let's use
to
initiative.
cast Shillelagh and whack him on the head.
Wouldn't that be initiative first?
It's a sneak attack.
That's a sneak.
Wouldn't that be initiative first?
We can roll initiative, but this still counts as a sneak attack for me.
But you would have to stay back one and couldn't do your attack. Just saying.
Like I said, it's a sneak attack. Sneak attacks come before initiative
Yep,
mode.
it's outside of
Actually,
combat.
that's a surprise attack, not a sneak attack.
Surprise attack.
Sneak,
Yeah.
surprise, sneak, whatever. It means the same.
You get advantage.
I'm not a roll. I'm not a freaking. I'm not a freaking rogue.
You're no artist.
Yes, you are not a painter.
Spork
And
the
he
orc.
is-
Thanks for the follow.
He's basically dead.
All right.
And now we can roll initiative because I'm pretty
Whack.
sure all of them just heard me whack them on the head.
Oh yeah. They all woke up
Oh!
and just saw you just cracking one of their brothers over
You
the
know,
head.
We could have made a synchronized kill. Mm.
Could have, but you were too far behind.
You don't give anybody
Wow.
time to get up there.
Alright, so
Y'all haven't
Jojo
rolled
is first.
Actually, no. My initiative roll should have been a 10.
10?
If you can mark it 10 and put me
Oh,
down.
I
the
see. You
list
rolled
right now.
twice. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Initiative.
It clicked a whole bunch of times all of a sudden.
Alright, so it would be Elrenar first.
No, this is JoJo's
Oh.
slow day.
Yikes. I'm not used to this. All the pressure. You know what? It
I believe in
seemed to
you.
work before. There's 5 of them. Fast speaking. Let's go with spikes again.
Alright.
And it is a
20-foot area.
and these are each square's 5, you
Yes, 5.
Mhm.
said? Alright.
Oh!
You're
That's-
spiking
that's-
right up under me. And
And
Now, he
stool.
can move it. He can move it back.
There you go.
Yeah, like that.
That's
Okay,
full
right.
range. It's a pretty hellacious spell. So 2d4 for each 5 feet moved.
Nice.
And they're all starting in it.
Alright. So,
Well, they're half asleep. Hopefully, they don't even notice till it's too late.
no one just sort of jumping up and seeing Nocturne standing over them with his stick. Will take 2 far steps forward, doing 4d4s.
Yeah.
Yep.
plus the extra one from it being cast on top of them.
Wounds. There it is. All right. So he kind of howls as he takes a couple steps and just gets continuously hit by all these sharp rocks that come up from the ground, and will take his bow and just let fly at Nocturne. And misses. Just whizzing over his head.
You having bad rolls on that, Rob?
I know, right? What's my problem?
Doctrine just too awesome at dodging shit.
The other Noel kind of sees his brother like struggling to walk and looks really confused. And it's like kind of just carefully puts one step forward to see what happens as the rocks burst up from the ground and just hit him. Oh, nice. Doing 3 points of damage to him. And he's just kind of grabbing his foot and like standing there and looking very confused. The third Knoll not moving, sort of figuring this out, like, I'm not gonna move. Just lets fly an arrow.
When they start to turn inside of it, do they take damage?
If he moves.
No.
Okay.
He shoots himself in the foot.
He lets loose an arrow, and the arrow flies God knows where, and as he kind of almost drops his bow and he stumbles a step forward.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Dealing 5 points of damage to himself.
That is the best spell ever.
It's amazing.
Eleanor.
The gnoll who you cracked over the head sort of gives this growl and takes his spear and jabs it right into Nocturne's side and just misses.
Damn, right.
Jelly Man today.
I know, man. Alright, Vargas, you can move up. Now it is
All right, I'm
Nocturne's
going to use
turn.
my action to push him. Just push the knoll.
There is a shove, I think.
There's a shoving rule, and it's contested by his strength, I believe.
Yeah, it's probably my strength versus his strength or something.
All it is just athletics versus athletics.
Athletics. Which he does not have athletics, so it would be a
then
base
it's
of
just
10, I believe, then. Or,
Just raw strength.
yeah,
It's just raw strength. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so which is it? Do I roll strength or athletics?
If you have athletics, roll athletics.
I've got athletics.
Roll that.
Oh,
Alright, 17.
Push this bitch.
Oops. It'll be the first one. Which was 6.
So he's getting pushed. Just kind of push him a good few feet back.
Alright. So
I think.
you just launch him a good. He kind of takes a leap as he gets shoved backwards. And
And he'll
will
be taking that spike damage as I move backwards.
So he takes 5 points of damage.
I'll just move back to here, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, Jojo.
Okay. Let's see.
What is the duration of that spell? I have to look-
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Nice. Very nice.
It's like my flame blade.
Launch a dart.
And they're at half move speed, but it doesn't
It's
give them a
hit with the
disadvantage
dart
on attack
and
or
8
anything.
points
Yeah.
of damage to him.
And I'll hold my ground here.
Alright, Daxon.
Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of casually walk over here. I'll put my foot up on the wall, lean back. I'm gonna take a bonus action to clean some blood and grime out from underneath my fingernails. And I'm gonna just kind of casually lift up my hand bow and pop one off at a knoll. Not even really looking that much.
Just enough to
kinda-
not take
Well, it is in the
disadvantage.
dark, so it
Well,
would
I
be
don't-
disadvantage.
I don't want anyone to think I give a shit.
Roll it with
yeah.
disadvantage.
Well, I fucking,
That would be
I
that would
It's
be a
gonna
miss.
miss anyway.
anyways, but here's the kicker. I don't care.
So you sort of just hear like a commotion going on out in the darkness. He's like, no.
I'm done.
Killgrave.
That was
Seeing
my
the
turn.
target is just a bonus to you. It's not a requirement.
And actually, I'm not going to target him. Target the Null Pack Lord because he's in line of sight of me, and I can get a space between the people to shoot him. And I'm going to hex him and fire an agonizing blast.
What's the range of your blast? Yours is like 100 feet or something. Isn't it?
120 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Good, 17 points of damage.
Smack him with that, and I'm done.
Nice. So the Pack Lord now just kind of shakes off this blast that came from nowhere. And as he lifts his foot to take a step, he looks over at his henchmen and remembers that they got hurt. And just kind of remains in place. And he can he see Stool?
I
Not see
don't think he
Stool.
can.
But he can
If he was
see
worth
Nocturne.
Would.
Alright, so he lets fly his arrow. Actually,
Doesn't he have 60-foot dark vision?
But
No, but
Stool
he's-
is around the corner.
Oh, the
yeah,
corner.
he's hidden. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna attack with his bow.
Do I continue to be Jellyman? No.
Boom. And doing 3 points of damage.
'Tis just a flesh wound.
but he has multi-attack.
Oh.
But the second arrow misses.
Jellyman!
Alright,
Fear the
Shushar.
Jellyman.
Shushar will take a step forward, and I believe that's all he can do. He pulls his net out from his belt, kind of just grabs his net and gets his net ready. And Stool, another poof of spores. I got this, guys! And he takes a step, and then he just realizes he can't do anything but, like, kick. So he stops right there.
Come back, Shushar. As a reaction, I'm telling him to get back and hide.
And
mean
Jim
Stool?
Jar, 5, 10,
Yeah,
20.
Stool.
Jim Jar will move there. And that's it. And Eldith, because she can't really do anything else. Actually, she can 5, 10, 15, 20. She can move actually here. And
What's
target
with
the
that
knoll.
green scale below, square below us?
I don't know. Somebody do that.
Wasn't me.
I don't know. But she's going to attack with her bow. With a hit. Boom. And just lays the knoll out.
Damn it.
The arrow just cracks right between his eyes as he drops down to the ground. And as he hits the ground, the spikes kind of hit his corpse.
I accidentally went to remove pointer, so let me put it back.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So,
Good job, Eldith.
should be D's turn.
I pull the mighty crossbow, and we shall be attacking the Null Pakalita. Here we go! Booyah! It gonna work? Oh. Dear God. I
That's
missed.
a miss. Dear God.
Oh yeah, yes. It's not my turn.
Elrenar, back to you.
All right. Get a little bit of a angle here. Now, if they can't move, is there a chance they'd be at a disadvantage on their deck save?
The Nolpak Lord has disadvantage on his deck saves.
Yeah, but the others don't.
Okay. I target the Pack Lord since he seems to be the smartest one, and I will use a Sacred Flame again. Lesser Neofa! And I let loose. And he's probably going to save as they normally do, but hey, what the hell? That's why we roll the die.
Success.
Roll again. And
I roll
see if
again
he
because
fails.
I forget disadvantage.
So, failure.
Ha ha!
And 6 points of damage to him.
Green beam of light.
6 points of radiant to the damage.
Radiant.
I pat Elnar on the back. That's why we work together.
The Knoll now loses sight of Nocturne, but gains sight of Stool. Kind of licks his chops, looks very hungry, as if he wants some mushroom in his diet. Takes his longbow and just fires. And
Haha! That's
misses
my buddy.
Right over the
Good dodge, Stool.
right over the shoulder of Stool.
Does Stool even have shoulders?
Sure, we'll say he does.
Yeah.
And the other one decides, that's a good idea. We want mushroom. And misses. Hey, nobody said
get out of
Knolls.
there.
Nobody said Knolls were good shots.
Stool has learned well from the Jellyman.
They're all taking a liking to Stool.
No,
This one gets a hit.
Stool.
Has Stool not gotten any experience
He
from
gets
being on
3. He's an NPC, and he gets 3 damage to him. And it just kind of makes like a solid thud, as almost hitting wood, but the arrow is sticking out of the side of him. Alright, Fargus can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I think to myself, I feel a bit guilty because all of a sudden I think he looks like a mushroom on a shish kebab, and maybe I'm hungry too.
this?
No.
All right.
Well, if we have to eat them.
Vargas pulls out his crossbow, fires at the knoll. Gets a hit, and does 5 points of damage to him. Nocturne.
Alright. I'm gonna kind of squeeze in next to Mr. Fungus here, and I'm gonna launch me a fireball at the Knoll Lord. Here we go.
That's a hit.
With base fire damage.
1 point damage.
Oh, you said fireball. I'm like, what?
A ball of
Yeah,
fire.
produce flame.
Okay.
Jojo, you're up.
Okay, well, let's see. Does not look like I can move anywhere.
It fizzled out quite a bit before it reached him.
I will move to here.
Alright. Daxon.
Alright, so again, casually, I'll move up here behind the shorties. So you stand no chance against a roving band of wizards, and I'll make a large incantation in front of me, and I'll say, "Menage à trois!" And I'll very slyly shoot a dagger out from my hands into Knoll 2.
Alright.
Should
Very wizard-like, though.
don't forget to
You've,
hit the disadvantage button
yeah,
just to
disadvantage.
automatically do it.
Yeah. This would be so amazing if it hits.
Ah,
You didn't target him, but that's an 8. That would be no hit.
What is this?
Why is he getting disadvantage?
Because
Because
he's
he
throwing
doesn't
into
have
the
dark
dark.
vision.
He doesn't know what he's throwing at.
I'm the only person in the party that can't see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a.
He
But would've been a
briefly, he
third.
briefly saw for a second when you threw your ball of fire down there, like, oh, there's something there. But then he lost
Yeah.
track of where it was.
It would have been a 13, but
All right, so that's Kilgrave's turn.
Okay. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time to this Knoll Pack Lord.
All right, that's a hit.
Oh.
Good damage.
Yeah, very good. All right, the Pack Lord now, very angry, decides he wants to take another shot at Nocturne with his bow. Sunk. You got a hit for 4 points of damage.
oh no! Exactly one more than last time.
And as he sees that he stuck you with the arrow, he kind of like winks at you. Alright. Shushar. Kind of moving up. I can't quite see where I'm standing from.
it's fine. Let the wizards handle it.
Great. He's a Morlock.
And Stool kind of like standing there after you just got hit from his arrow is like, this is probably not a good idea. He scoots right next to Vargas over there. Alright, so Jim Jar can move 19, 25, right up front. Bam! And we'll have the Pack Lord targeted as he fires with his crossbow. Loaded with a green tip. That's a hit. And let's see if he gets the save for this. Successful save, but he did take 8 points of damage to the Pack Lord. Eldith. Can Eldith target? Nope, she doesn't have a proper line of sight. So she's just gonna stay there. D, you're up.
Okay. Fire. Thunderbolt of Glory. I shall call this Dixon's Pleasure. Hiya.
Hit.
And since he has already taken the damage. Oh, okay,
Oh
still
my
okay.
One was enough to do it.
So as the bolt hits him, he kind of like right between the eyes. He goes cross-eyed, sort of stares at the bolt, and just falls backwards.
See, Daxon, with a 1, I even do it. It's that easy.
Yes.
All right.
Even though you saw nothing of what I
Your
did.
turn, dude.
This should be Elrenar's turn.
Daxon, let me know when you're ready to fire. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to hold my action. I'm preparing my cantrip. And when Daxon tells me he's ready and takes aim, I'm going to cast my cantrip so the light comes down on a knoll to where even if he dodges my attack, he has a shot at something he can see. How's that sound?
That sounds quite
That's
good.
assuming that you have line of sight on any of the
Doable?
Sounds like a plan.
I got line of sight on one. I'll move here to make sure I have a bit better line of sight. So I will then hold my action and try that. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't.
Quite creative.
All right. So the Knoll decided he no longer wants a mushroom. He wants a piece of Jim Jar. Fires a bow, or fires an arrow
Be
at him.
jelly, my friend. Be jelly.
And a miss. Knoll 2. Still has Stool targeted. Goes for Nocturne, sees him standing there.
Jellyman
Miss.
strikes again.
Just goes right between. All right. And the third Knoll decides he's going to be brave. Takes a step forward. Decides it was a bad idea. And let's see. 12, 13. Alright, so.
Decides it was a bad idea and takes a step backwards.
Alright. Alright, Vargas. Vargas has a shot still at the Knoll with his crossbow. And he gets off a hit. There we go. Bam. 8 points of damage. Nocturne.
Would you allow me using my bonus action to try and beckon one of them over, come here, boy, come here.
Sure.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to try and beckon, let's say, Knoll number 2 over.
Knoll number 2, like, still kind of staring menacingly, kind of like perks up, his ears kind of perk up, he's like,
And with that, I'll just fling another fireball, this time at Knoll 3. And it's a miss.
miss.
Bummer, bro.
As you sort of throw it over his shoulder, he like goes to reach for it, and he like stops and freezes, and he looks down at the ground like, ooh.
Okay, I
Jojo.
go and I take a torch out of my backpack, light it, and toss it into the room.
All right.
Just a second, let me get you a torch.
Let there be light.
There.
Daxon now sees. Oh, hey, look, Knolls.
Holy shit, there are monsters in that room.
That's what I'm shooting at.
And I will advance the tracker.
Alright.
Daxon, your shot.
Alright.
You don't have disadvantage this time.
All right, and I'll take my held action after his attack then.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm just going to take a pot shot at Knoll 2. Again, we're still
Alright.
casual. We're keeping it cash.
That's a miss.
Alright. Okay. I'm going to go sit down next to this wall. Because
He's like,
I'm fucking done.
you were the light.
All right, can we jump? Can we jump back so I can take my action?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You can just do it without us jumping back.
Oh,
Go
really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
again, Les Serres Neopha, and I'll cast again. It was a great idea, but the torch seems a bit more permanent. Fine.
Fail.
Fail. Take that beautiful damage.
Right, 3 points of damage.
I can't see chat. Which one did he attack?
He attacked number 1.
1.
Okay. I can't see that one. Okay, I'm going to, as a bonus action, move my hex to wrap around knoll number 1. And since I can't cast anything but my cantrips and invocations, once again, here comes another agonizing blast.
Alright. Oh, nice.
Holy
That is
shit,
a
what
hit.
more do you need to cast? You just rip them to shreds with that. God.
Boom. Just. His body just
Did I kill him?
disintegrates. Oh, yeah.
All right. That'll work.
Why don't you guys just let me know when you need something stolen from now on, and I'll just watch you kill everything.
Painted. You mean something painted.
I mean painted, if you need something painted.
That wall looks bare. Can you take care
You
of that? Why-
You can paint a portrait of me destroying these knolls if you wish.
Ah, yes. Quite eloquent, young man.
Alright. Jim Jar pulls out his. Holds up his crossbow. Fires. Landing a hit with his poison bolt. See if he'll save. Oh, and he fails. Cool. He's gonna take full damage. And he is dead.
Dang.
Alright. Eldith will move up next to Fargus over here. Lines up her shot with her bow. Lands a hit. And deals 7 points of damage.
You roll good for the good NPCs.
Right?
But the
Oh,
bad NPCs, you're all bad.
I mean, I have to make up for it for adding more creatures.
Yeah.
I dropped my
Stepping into spite.
concentration.
Okay.
You've already used your bonus action. Wait, that's a reaction. Never mind.
I do this for the Jackson. Oh. I do it
Don't-
just like the Jackson.
Don't ever,
Like Jackson.
don't ever invoke my name when you're rolling to attack. Because it will undoubtedly miss.
Oh, that was so horrible.
Oh my god.
End of your
Poor
turn.
choices.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Alright, Elrenar.
Quick shout out to the 14 people watching. We surely appreciate it.
Woo!
Yay.
3, 4.
Invite
They've
your
come.
friends.
They've
5.
surely come to watch the most useless rogue.
Laissez Neofa. Let's hope he has horrible decks also.
Success.
Boo.
Ooh.
He sort of looks up at the light. Huh? Alright.
Elrenar, you should hold your attacks until I am able to apply the hex to them.
Null 3, noticing that somebody had ran in, was like, and runs right up next to Elrenar.
Uh-huh.
And just goes for a bite right to his face.
Uh-huh.
And just kind of skips off your
I
shoulder.
bestow my jelliness upon you, my friend.
Alright. Vargas doesn't quite have a line there, but he can move through. Or move next to. And he will just attempt to use his sword. Oh, and absolutely fails. Sort of stumbles and falls back. Nocturne.
Gonna walk on around the knoll, just dragging my stick of thwacking behind me to give extra intimidation against him. And flank his ass with a thwack.
That's a hit. And finishes him off. And that is all the gnolls.
Nice.
For
Awesome.
now. Apparently, they pop out of like cracks in the floor.
I would like to say congratulations to Daxton for MVP.
Yes,
Yeah.
Daxton is our MVP.
They got
Last
some.
one,
About time for a bathroom break.
Yep. We are actually
we could
about 20
say-
minutes over, so let's take about 10-15 minutes real quick. Take a break and
Say
we'll be
after
right
that
back.
battle, we also take a short rest and all that kind of stuff.
So I'll be right back.
Are you gonna show the
Hold on, I'm gonna go.
Yes.
A real question.
Looks like we're all almost back.
Just waiting on Daxon.
Alrighty.
Is it okay for us to take a short rest here?
Well, that's ultimately up to us. I made the suggestion, but nobody else answered yes or no on it.
I said yes.
Rest is for
Okay.
the weary. We have 2 feet left. Once the person loses a foot, we'll take a short rest.
Nah. We need a short rest. We've been fighting quite a bit today, and I need to rejuvenate my power. So, I'm very firm at this point. I usually don't interact and I let the group do what they want, but I need a short rest.
I got no problem with the short rest. This looks like a more defensible area. We can kind of sit at the choke points.
And during the short rest for me, I'm going to use a hit die. Which did not do much.
Alright.
Well,
Alright, so you guys are all going to take a short rest. So roll your
Now-
hit die for...
Well, you can use your hit die, and they happen at the end of the rest, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But since
Yeah,
you guys
once he
started doing
applies
it
it to us,
before
we
I did
do
it in the combat tracker, now you all have to do it.
Instead of resting, I will pull out my painting that I have been working on, rolled up piece of canvas, and I will work on it by torchlight.
That counts as a short rest because it's a leisurely activity.
It doesn't matter. I haven't taken damage.
Yeah, I haven't either. I just need my abilities.
Yes.
back.
So I'll work
After
on
the
my
rest,
painting.
I'll search the null bodies. See if I can find anything.
Alright, on...
Daxon. Actually, just as we finish the short rest and I take back my points, I walk over to Daxon, right? Touch him on the forehead with 2 fingers, and he can now have dark vision for 8 hours.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, good God, I can see.
there's so much. So
What's a
much
revelation? Thank you.
At, at this point, that torch that was thrown into the room is out, but you still seem to be able to see for some strange reason.
This will certainly help me work on my painting. Thank you.
I checked. I don't have a spell that does that. I was looking for one.
I have to wait till 3rd level to get it. 3rd level spells.
So a short rest is 1 hour. Is that correct?
Yes.
1 to 4, I believe.
1.
Okay.
Just 1 hour.
Um,
And a long
Rob.
rest is 8.
What's
out
up?
of curiosity, any kind of animals? Do we see animals naturally occurring through here? Bats occasionally? Anything, or is the
No.
noise made this pretty much?
Yeah,
desolate.
it's been pretty desolate. You haven't seen any other life other than
The spider that
gnolls.
walks around Jojo.
We can cook a knoll and eat it.
And your spider that's been chilling this entire time. Maybe catching the occasional insect that lands upon your back or in your hair or something.
We can butcher a knoll and eat it.
That's just disgusting.
Says the person that wanted to eat an egg of a monstrous creature.
Monstrous.
I mean, it's just
What
like
words
eating
are
a wolf
naturally
or
occurring.
Can I read this? The painting that Dixon is working on depicts a beautiful woman standing on the shoreline. Vast, desolate. She is both beautiful and somber. The sun appears to be setting over a distant horizon. Daxton appears to be intent and sullen, working on the painting.
He makes his own porn. All right.
When Kilgrave sees the painting, he yearns for the top side and away from this subterranean hell that they're in.
Alrighty. So your rest is over.
Okay.
And so what
For
is
the rest? I'm gonna search the fallen knolls.
All right. Of the gnolls that were there, you didn't see anything on them at all.
Not even the Lord.
Not even their lord. They did have their crude spears and their bows.
Okay.
Worthless junk.
Is there anywhere to dispose of these bodies?
Let's leave them. Not like we're coming back through here far enough for them to rot.
I can burn them.
The smoke. I want to get rid of them because if something else comes through behind us, they'll see we were here.
Yeah, but we left the bodies all over back there as well in branching paths.
That was
They'll
a bad move also.
Guess which path we actually took.
I have good idea. If we pee on them, it makes smell go away.
What?
I'm
No,
waiting for other options. I'm not hearing anything.
I can literally blast them with firebolts until they are ash.
Smoke stretches farther than almost any other stage, because you have to understand, ceiling, there's no not ceiling here. It's all ceiling, so it spreads out far.
There's no
Okay.
not ceiling.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying.
I can mask our tracks for at least an hour. That should give us some time to get away from them. They won't know which way we went after that.
Okay.
Jojo is correct. He can mask the smoke smell.
Alright, he's gonna mask our tracks, so you guys please lead the way.
But wouldn't that be a smoke smell too?
We basically
We just literally looped around.
well, I don't really know that because I don't know where we are.
That's what
I got
Nocturne-
added.
That's what Nocturne just said. We just literally looped around.
Okay.
No, we did not. Do not listen to him. No, I'm joking. I joke. Let's go.
I joke. Alright.
Steward.
Well, we got
Okay.
two paths.
I
I
target-
can see
I target everybody and cast Pass Without Trace.
All
We
right.
can't,
now
we
that
can't
I
be
can-
stride. We leave no trail behind us for an hour.
Don't we get plus 10 to stealth checks too?
I've already put that in there.
Yeah, I see it. Everybody got it.
Okay.
Well, once again, I'll go back into stealthy modes.
Yeah, let's all try to stealth for a little while.
Yes.
Since we can. Thank God for that plus 10, because that was a terrible roll.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I should roll my stealth too. Let us all roll stealth.
I'm goddamn invisible.
I am amazing with my stealth.
Hey!
Alright,
Yeah,
so
everybody's pretty stealthy.
let's do
Oh.
this.
We all pretty much have like plus 10 to 20 to our stealth.
I have
I was
plus.
getting plus 10, so I should be
The
at
ranger.
1.
Yeah, it didn't add the plus 10 in there for some reason.
Yeah, so my stealth is actually 21, and
What do we
You
get
all
plus
pretty
10?
much just
Holy hell.
Because of the spell.
are moving
Because of the
silently
Pass
through this
Without
cavern.
Trace that
Oh.
Jojo put on everything.
And I can move at full speed while stealthed.
Well, while he goes that way, why don't we go explore another avenue? Well, I don't remember where we went.
I want to check out this. I want to check out this little spot in here.
No, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look
Okay.
at that.
Looking
just gonna
through
kinda
the
go-
that small little entranceway. Looking.
I'll come down
I
this
think we
way
need to head
also.
south.
because this is the main corridor we'll probably be taking after we investigate the side passages.
Go over here, notice that it's a part of a path that we've already been, and come back. Go, nope, that way's a bust as well. That way goes literally back.
Nocturne is fast.
If my mental mapping is correct, going down here will take us back to the main pathway again.
Go, Barry out.
So heading downward. All right. And your travels through this cavern have been pretty quiet. You don't even hear each other moving. You have, on the occasion, you have to turn around and make sure that you're all there because you're all moving so stealthily right now.
Can we get this next part revealed?
Yeah, just waiting for the unveiling.
So I can't really tell that it's not, that it's like bordered for you guys. So let me
There we go. Okay, so we've already. This is where we fought the Knoll people the first time.
Expelled all of the options to the left and north and south.
Well, we didn't go all the way to the south.
That's what I'm saying. The only path left that we haven't traveled is over this way, with my knowledge of having been down here.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go check out this little bottom part.
Yeah.
Nocturne, where you're standing at, you can see a faint glow, which seems to be kind of like a fire, glowing off the walls, off to the distance, and it seems almost as if the cavern sort of opens up towards you. And let me open up that area
over here.
Yeah, why don't you go check that out, Nocturne?
And that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
And we all just go about.
Alright, and Nocturne is standing right there. Oops, that didn't work. There we go. Da 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 da. Alright.
Trying to stealth along this wall.
As you stealth in there, you notice that there are not one, not two,
but 10.
11 billion.
3,001.
There are
5 gnolls camped out
11
right
beholders.
I'm just gonna kind of.
They don't seem to notice your presence coming up behind them, as you're moving very stealthily, and they're all kind of focused on a fire that they've kind of makeshift in the middle.
Well, I'm gonna stealth back and basically silently tell them, "Hey, there's kind of 5 gnolls over there. We could probably take them."
No,
Or we could avoid them.
Just ignore them.
The experience still.
Just ignore them.
I've experienced
Let's
one
go
as I
a
saw.
little farther.
I want to avoid whatever we can.
Thing is, I saw what looked like it could be an exit over there.
Well, let's explore south first, and then we'll go check out the knolls.
I'll hang back here just to kind of keep an eye on them, make sure they don't cue, like, in case somebody over here fumbles horribly, that darn metal pipe.
All right, you guys are moving down.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You discover a small little alcove in the caverns there, but it just dead ends. You don't see any other exit from that room.
Okay. So we need to ambush these gnolls.
I'm gonna take a quick walk around the outsides of the room, see if I notice anything that sticks out.
Good call. I shall do it as well.
Give me a perception roll.
Huzzah!
You perceive everything.
Searching the room there seems to be pretty fairly cleaned in a way. Like the ground doesn't seem like it's been undisturbed. Like it's very mashed up in a way. So there's been a lot of foot traffic through there, and there's nothing like out of the ordinary as far as walls or rocks out of place or anything like that. But it does seem like it had at one point been a pretty high traffic area.
Interesting. Yes. Well, I should say then we should go dispatch those gnolls quickly and take that path.
What's the
As
best
you're
way to
looking,
ambush them?
do I notice anything on the ceiling in here? What would cause them to come down here and walk? Is there anything on the ceiling noticeable?
From what you can see of the ceiling, it just looks like the standard cavernous ceiling. And as it kind of moves up as a slope towards the larger area, towards the knolls, into a larger cavern.
Does it look like it caved in down here? Was why it's cut off?
Is it what? What was the question?
All right, me and Kilgrave and Eleanor, we're down here at this bottom cave.
Right.
Does it look like it caved in? Is that why it's a dead end?
It seems as if it's natural. The room is natural. The walls are natural. It didn't seem like it had been part of a cave-in. It's all.
It might have been another party's rest area or something.
Possibly.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of sidle along this wall, getting into position, and this time I guess I'll
How
wait.
about we
for the
make a
rest of them.
plan? Did he tell us how many gnolls there were?
Yes,
Yeah,
I said there are 5 moles over here.
Well, maybe just run in there and kill them has been worth.
No. Just let me do what I do.
I like the idea of that.
I'll, as I walk past everyone, I'll kind of give them a hushing finger as I creep right up behind this little bastard.
And as Daxton's doing that, I'll move up to sneak attack this, or not sneak attack, the stealth attack this one.
I follow Daxon, watching his technique.
I do the same.
Yes.
Back here.
Everyone's behind there, like waiting for me to do something cool.
Do it, and we copy you.
Like the whole party creeping up right behind this guy, just waiting. Like, what's this guy gonna do?
Okay, is this gonna be good? What's gonna happen? All right, so I'll stab him right in like at the base of the neck.
All right.
As soon as you stab him, I'm gonna fire a hex into him.
All right,
And I'm going to stab him too in the neck after I see Jackson do it.
Oh, this guy's
damn.
this guy's fucked.
Don't forget your sneak attack damage gets critical damage as well.
Yeah, so will the crit automatically double the dice or what?
It automatically
Yes, it
doubles
will.
all
It will.
damage die.
Okay, so
Your effect is in place, so it'll double with it.
I don't need to stab in neck as well.
Oh my god.
And as he does that, I cast Shillelagh on my
Oh
quarterstaff
my God.
and thwack him in the back of the
No
head.
one.
You kind of murdered his neck.
Your blade just comes up through his throat, just doesn't even make a sound.
All right.
as I do that, I pull a rapier out and I point at the rest of the gnolls, full well knowing they can't understand me. And I'll say, "My name is Daxon, and you shall fear me."
Yeah, but Kilgrave
Everything is dying.
just blasted one.
Kilgrave and Nocturne took him out.
Right, and at this point, the others now obviously know you're all there, so now roll your initiative.
All right.
And
Hey!
yeah,
At least we can't critically fail our initiative.
Wow, I did it again.
Always
Jeez.
faster than me, you bastard.
It's
All right,
better than
so-
those being last, like me.
Elrenar is up first.
I'm always fast. That way I can plan to not rush in and do anything stupid.
I'm gonna hurry up and wait.
So,
Remember, Aaron, hold your attack.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will prepare to cast and hold.
Okay.
I will, after I see dark, smoky tentacles appear on any of them, I will lash out at that one.
Gotcha.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. Move on up behind knoll number 2. I'm gonna thwack him. And it's a miss.
Alright, Kilgrave.
Did you reveal more of the map down here? That way I'm not standing on the abyss.
I am going to hex Null 4, so he has disadvantage on dexterity. Elrenar, you can take your attack. He has the hex on him.
I don't have to do anything different. It'll automatically calculate that, right?
You
The
just
disadvantage?
no, you just have to roll it twice. If he passes it the first time, roll it again.
Yeah.
I can't click disadvantage and then hit his save? Let's try it.
You're gonna need to refresh the map. It's doing that border thing again.
I cast again. Let's try. It only rolled 1, didn't it?
Failure. Yep, rolled 1.
All right, so you hit it.
Well, now we know. But it'll pop him for 7.
Sacred flames.
Okay, and then my agonizing blast lets loose.
Alright.
It hits.
It's a hit. Ouch.
Boom!
Hmm.
Exploding knolls left and right.
At least Jojo wasn't next to it this time.
Alright. Shushar. We'll move on up. And he's just gonna wait. Alright, Null 2.
Probably gonna try and get me.
Of course. Takes his spear and jabs right to your side.
Jelly
And
man!
misses. Null 5 will rush forth. And with spear in hand, I'm gonna thrust right up at D.
Oh, news.
It's a hit.
Oh.
4 points of damage. Alright, Stool. Being
You got this, buddy.
Stooly. And now Jojo. The Punisher.
Now, I haven't acted yet, so am I still in stealth?
You have not acted, so you're still in stealth, yes.
So wouldn't that mean I was still in stealth?
No, because he sees
No.
you. Only if you're like
Yeah,
sneaking.
I'm not gonna get any bonuses or anything, but just that I get to walk up here behind him. I go ahead and take out my short sword and look at the back of his head, just like just like Dawson did.
I got this.
Yes, just jam it right in.
Oh, good hit. 5 points damage. So you just
Maybe
kind of
next
just.
time.
I don't know what.
Maybe next time. Okay, I can gain this. More practice.
A little harder. Little harder, but close, yes.
He can move 5, 10, 15, 20, right there. Is that enough? Does not have straight enough shot though.
Null 2, he can shoot, can he?
Yes, he does have a straight shot. It's only 25 feet. So with a shot of his bow, boom. That's a hit.
Good shot, Halfling.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
D.
Oh. We shall. Is Null 5 damaged?
No 5.
Yes.
Both of them
Yes.
are damaged.
Yes.
Okay. We shall murder you with the swing of my sword.
Hey, you hit something.
Alright.
Alright. Time to do glorious bloody bath kill bill blood damage. Oh, hold on.
No, just kidding.
7 points.
I mean, wait. I mean,
Oh, okay. We retry. First time I was warming up like golf swing. I know what golf is.
There you
Crit.
go. Crit in the second. Nice.
You're gonna have to add that extra 2 for him.
He's dead. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to add
He doesn't
shit.
even add nothing. So he's just like, "Ugh," and just kind of looks at you and laughs. As you come back around with your swords, and just cut his torso right in half as he falls apart right at the waist.
I brought him my drive on the second
Did he
time.
spray blood on JoJo?
Not again!
No, it just kind of pulled out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Advance the tracker.
Yes. I must click next turn. Sorry.
All right. Time for Yimyar. All right, and he says he looks over at Kilgrave, kind of nudges him. Hey, I bet you 5 gold that JoJo's gonna finish him before Nocturne does. And now it's Daxon.
I bet you I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna finish him.
Ooh, I bet you 10 gold on that.
All right.
I'm gonna run up over here and use a cunning action to sleight of hand. I'm gonna pull his pants down.
Doesn't all even have pants on?
Yeah.
Just be a little cloth.
All right, so he's confirmed he has pants.
Yeah,
You're tugging
they're sort of-
something, but
they're
it's
sort of-
not pants.
They're
Okay.
they're like a tattered pants, short capri-looking things.
All right, so I'm gonna so cunning action. I'm gonna pants him right around his ankles. Is there a roll for that?
Right up the poop chute.
Sleight of hand check.
All right, he didn't get pants.
So you manage to get your hands there as he just like watches you, and you just tug, and you look back at him, and he has this menacing smile on his face.
It doesn't work because of that fluffy dog tail.
Yeah. I think there's something sticky holding these pants up.
I
And,
don't want to know what it is.
I'll just stab him in the chest because I'm weirded out.
Hit. Nice. But you tug his pants. This isn't working. But that.
Gotcha.
hit. All right. Eldon is so far back. She just has to wait. Back to Elrenar.
I'm gonna have to do it. Arm raid. Club out. Shillelagh empowered. I run up and I'm gonna thwack him.
Hey, you
Flank.
can't thwack things. I'm the only one that has the stick of thwacking.
Hey, do I get 20 gold if I take him out? Let's see here.
You didn't bet with Jim Jar.
All bets are off.
Oh, did I
You still fail.
miss? Anyways,
Yeah.
That would still
12?
fail.
You
does
didn't
not
get
hit.
targeted.
Damn.
Well,
So
since I don't
Nocturne
need to
doesn't
move,
kill him.
I'll just...
Should've took my bet, sucker.
Wah! And miss.
Miss. You guys are both
Alright.
just going back and forth trying to hit this null.
Oh,
And it's
no.
like, just
No! This Knoll! He stole my jelliness!
Kilgrave.
Bastard.
Yeah, I'm moving up here. And let me get my curse on him. I mean hex. So the black necrotic energy is flowing around him. And here we go. Aw, it
Hit.
hit.
All right, and he just
That'll be 10
disintegrates.
gold, Jim Jar.
Yeah, I gotcha. And that's the last of them. There.
Lotus.
Just a quick chance to search the bodies and
Search the
then
bodies.
move on.
I kind of lean against this wall, catching my breath, and watch this corridor because everyone descends upon the corpses, and I'm kind of more worried about what the hell else is going to jump out at us.
I'm pretty sure that Daxon,
Does not need to
um,
touch the corpses.
The corpses have nothing great on them other than just their weapons and their tattered clothes. One of them, there isn't really much of a corpse because it kind of exploded.
Well, I'll go back into stealth mode. Fail. And just continue onwards.
Yes, I just continue onwards. Oh yes,
Yeah.
stealth mode, huh?
Before we continue, I'm just gonna kind of walk around. I see
32.
Eldeth's close. I'm gonna walk behind Eldeth and just kind of very sneakily wipe my blade off on her cloak. And then I come back over here.
Roll me a sleight of hand. Or are you trying to be sneaky about it or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh, roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh God, why?
Nope. My natural perception will see that.
So yeah, she kind of notices you walk up and just wipe it. And she just gives you this look like, that was disgusting.
I just kind of go. Sorry.
The section that you all had walked out of, it looks like it had opened up out of this inner cavern and resembles much of the greater part of the Underdark that you've been walking in prior to coming into this area.
Ooh.
It seems as if perhaps you have found an exit of some kind.
Thank God.
Very well.
But now, do we go north or south?
Well, everybody's already piling up on south, so I guess we're going south.
South it is.
From this part of the map, what is going on here?
People are moving the tokens around.
Yep. How do I... that's weird.
Elevate us to level 8. All we gotta do is
Well, I'm trying to basically unshare the map, but it's not letting me, so... But that's all we need that map for now, so you can just close it.
No, level 8 would not be fun.
There we go, I figured it out.
Okay.
So now you find yourself...
like Jackson.
Now you find yourself in this area that resembles the area beforehand. The same types of fungi, the more ambient noises of the large Underdark that you're in.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna pat Shushar, say, recognized any of this again?
Shushar kind of looks around a little bit, looks around out up to the darkness, takes a few sniffs of the air, squats down, picks up a big old rock and licks it. He goes, "Oh, yes, I believe I kind of know where we are. We must head that way." And he just kind of points to a random direction out into the darkness.
No, just kind of shrug it and go that way.
Can I get an insight on that one?
Yeah, insight.
well, I could probably maybe help out some.
You feel maybe he might be slightly lost, but he kind of has a general idea.
It's better than we could have reckoned, I suppose.
Shushar turns around to the rest of you and says, "We are maybe only about a day or two from my people."
From the sloopen poop.
Snooply doop.
That's precisely what I said.
A day or two. Could you be a bit more vague? I want to start searching the area for signs of traffic. If there's been foot traffic here, and try to find a path of where it's more common.
Do we not have a map right now?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Should that be a survival roll?
Give me an investigate, because you're specifically looking for like one thing.
Yeah, I thought
while he's
tracking
doing
was
that,
survival.
I'll just kind of...
Or yeah, either one, whatever's highest for you.
Okay.
I'll help him out with that. Or not.
You can't really see any kind of footprints or markings or anything to indicate traffic. It just seems very cavernous.
Too much stone.
There's just
Can
so
I,
much going on with the stonework.
Yeah.
Can I take a minute just to listen and try to see what I hear? Try to focus in on the noises and see what is what.
Oh, we need the marching
Oh,
order.
yeah. Sure. If you want to give me an order on the party sheet, I know there is one now, but
That's as good.
I would suggest, now that I can see in the dark, that perhaps I go first.
Yes, but if I am not in front, then we cannot move twice as fast.
Well, you could be in
Yes.
front as well, yes.
Harumph.
Why don't we hold hands and move forward, skipping as a jolly couple? But not, but kind of not the homo couple. I mean, unless you're into that.
Don't judge.
um,
I'm into mushrooms. Wait, where is he? Where is he?
You mean my pillow?
you talking about
He's your
stool?
pillow?
Yes, I sleep on him.
Okay. I'm just jealous I didn't think of it first.
And just assume that Eldrith is right behind me.
You see Jim Jar kind of limping up behind you. Hey, somebody mind fixing this for me? He's got like a big old gash across his shoulder and down his back.
No, you look good. It builds character.
I'll tap Jim Jar and use up my last
Okay.
heal spell. There you go, buddy.
Ah, much appreciated.
Yes,
So-
I would have offered to heal you myself, however, I am not a wizard.
They're all wizards.
All in.
Yeah, so what are you guys doing in here? Are you guys traveling
No,
on now?
we're just going I'm at least going the direction Shushar said.
Yeah,
We're doing it stealthily.
we just getting up in there.
I think this is kind of wide open now. Not like super wide, but I don't know that stealth is going to help us as much. My
It's still
question
in the
is,
dark.
can you let me know when we start to see more animals, be it rats, be
Yeah.
it bats, be it...
Yep.
Oh, the animals that we will see in the Underdark won't be your cute and cuddly kind like you silver dwellers have. We have the more civilized kind down here.
And Rob, the Pass Without Trace is only up for an hour, so you can start taking it off as it affects the people when the hour's up.
Right. So, you guys are traveling at the same pace that you were before entering the Hokor area, I take it?
We move twice as fast.
But because we're moving at stuff, we move at normal speed. So yes, we're using the same pace as last time.
Okay. So the same pace as last time.
What does Pass Without Trace do?
You can't be tracked and you get plus 10 to stealth rolls.
And you can't be scried.
Okay. But it doesn't affect difficult terrain or anything, right?
No.
No.
That'd be kind of neat if you could use that to move through the spike growth without being hurt while everything else is getting mauled. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
I wonder if that classifies as difficult terrain, now thinking about that.
It wouldn't be difficult to terrain for me.
Spike growth is difficult terrain.
So
Not if
then
it's my
D
area.
could just walk right across it and not get
Yes.
I don't know if he'd still take the damage. That's the question.
injured. I don't
If
know.
he could, that'd be, hey, I'm casting it next time. You just go to town.
Yeah, I think he ignores difficult terrain.
He
I do
does,
ignore
but
it.
it doesn't just make spikes. It seems more as if they kind of rush up under someone, so it's a force. It's
So
not.
then I would take damage.
Yeah. So about this time, you guys probably been walking, maybe close to an hour now. 45 minutes or so. It's kind of hard to tell. You have no recollection of time, or even what day it is.
I would.
The caverns still display the same sort of fungi and smells and sounds. And let's see, the people in the front are D
And Dixon.
And Daxon, which you have a perception of 15. And yours is... You guys both have a pass of 15. Cool. Both of you, roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, yes. My favorite.
Daxon and D. Daxon.
Oh no!
Oh, there it is.
Oh no!
Oh, alright. You both take 5 points of damage as you notice the air smells very foul, and you notice kind of a very faint but green cloud sort of seeping up out of one of the fissures in the ground as you
Can
just
I
pass
roll?
through.
My survival.
You can.
What it
Forget what it
is. Oh,
I'll roll
Okay.
my survival too, just to kind of check it out. Seeing them getting, just kind of looking at myself.
Sure. Roll me a Constitution save because you have to get close to it to check it out.
Yep. And a 1.
You take
Oh,
5
I took
points of
5
damage
points.
as well.
let's
But-
get time.
Your survival is just enough. As you get up there, you're like, ugh! It's some kind of toxic gas that's leaking out of the actual core of the ground, like up through the like cracks and fissures, and it's real faint and hard to see unless you're right there in front of it.
Is there any way around this little spot?
Sure. It's just coming up
Okay,
like
so-
in front of you guys, so you can sort of
Okay.
maneuver around it.
All right, I'll just go around it.
It's easy to walk around it, but you just didn't catch it until the last minute when you were like, "Oh, what is that?" And started.
Okay.
gagging.
Before I do that,
My
I'm
mask
going
pulled up
to.
over my face.
Before doing that, I'm going to drink up one of my flask bottles and see if I can't get some of that poison gas into the now empty flask.
So you're trying to put it into your flask? The gas?
Basically, like, yeah. I know there's a way you can get
Hold it
gases
over it like
into empty
this.
containers.
And have it go up into it.
Want me to make like a
Sure. Yeah.
nature roll or something?
Just roll me a. If you're gonna stand there long enough for it to slowly seep in, then roll me another Constitution save.
Well, that's what I was saying, holding my breath.
All right. Well, if you're holding your breath, then you said that beforehand.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, you can just stand there and you're just kind of watching it as you're holding it back and slowly seeing this kind of green vapor sort of fill up the flask. And as you notice it's full, you just quickly cap it up.
Close it and step back on.
All right.
Well,
And
you
the
have
rest.
And I'll just stuff that right
5
back into my
damage
pouch.
bomb.
I just kind of stand there watching everything transpiring and just kind of shake my head like, why? Let's just go.
I have
now.
plans.
Out. Out is up. Up is out. Let's
called-
go.
It's called baking in the oven, I think.
So the
Overall,
rest of
we're
the party
gonna
kind of
be
sees this
here for-
happening and sees, the danger area, and they make their way safely around.
We all need to come to the realization that we're going to be down here for a long time.
No, we're not. We're finding an exit and getting out. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay.
Out.
I don't want to be down here any longer than it takes.
I don't either, but we're still going to be down here longer than any of us want to be.
We've been here longer than I've wanted to be for a couple days now.
Yeah.
So moving on more, you guys start moving forward again, I assume?
Yeah.
Moving on about another, what seems about 20 minutes, the cavern kind of bends around a little bit, and you all notice that there is a man or a creature, from what you can see, kind of hunched over, like squatted down and kind of hunched over, tinkering with something, and there's a couple glass vials at his feet. And as you walk up, he kind of perks his head up and stands up. And as you see the back of his head, you notice he has no hair, and his skin is kind of a bluish purplish color.
Uh,
And you can see in his hand that he's got what looks kind of like a beaker or some kind of scientific measuring device. You're not really sure of exactly what it is, but he's holding it in his hand because you're catching kind of like almost a side diagonal kind of profile of him. And he turns slowly and
I'm gonna
looks at the
stay
party.
back and hide.
And as he looks at the party, you notice he has yellow, sort of glowing eyes, and you see 4 long tentacles from his mouth kind of wiggling freely.
Oh, fuck.
And
I hate you, Rob.
as he stops, like the slow turn to look at the party, kind of cocks his head sideways, and he has a monocle that you can see sort of gleaming in the ambient fungi light, and he has
Can
a
I make
monocle in
an
his eye, and he lifts up his eyebrow and he goes, "Oh, you hear a voice in your head." His mouth moves like not at all, and you hear a voice in your heads, and you hear, "Oh, hello there.
Hello, Governor.
Fancy spotting a party like yourself.
Oh,
What brings you this far in the dark?"
I don't know, but I think Brain might have some food on his mind.
And he
Are
kind of
you
looks
one
at
of
you.
my people?
He looks at you kind of curious, and you see his tentacles move a little bit. He's like, "Oh, brain. Yes, I like me some brain. But that's not why I'm here today. What brings you all here?"
We're looking for sloop and poop.
Slowly do.
Precisely what I said.
He just kind of looks at
We
you,
were
sort of
prisoner
curious.
of the Drow, and I'm gonna tell him this with my awakened mind. We are prisoner of the Drow and escaped, are now trying to get back to the surface.
Ah,
I don't know if talking to him with one of mind to mind would be best idea.
Well, we didn't hear him say that anyways.
Yeah.
I am
and he kind of looks at you
fighting
real curious.
I'm fighting against every fiber of my being to think that this also is a natural being, part of nature, when I know I'm lying to myself. Just on every level, this is an alien creature, and I'm trying to rectify that and not do something stupid.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know what kind of creature this is?
Ditto, since I do have proficiency in Arcana.
I can just tell you what it is, y'all.
So yeah, you can all roll.
I would already know.
Fail.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you'll have to tell us anyways.
Yeah, D would know what these creatures are because they
I'm
are.
skilled.
This is their natural habitat. That this is one of the Illithid. This is a mind flayer.
Okay, is everyone ready to know what this is? It is an owlbear. They're very, very dangerous.
It doesn't look like an owl or a bear.
You lie! As I hold up the owlbear claw necklace that I have.
I would
Owlbear doesn't
believe
give a shit.
Squid Man.
As he,
I
as
kid.
he,
I kid. I'm sorry, but these are so dangerous. I have to neglect them.
He kind of looks
It
at the
is-
party and,
It's dangerous.
and pulls his monocle from his eye and places it in a small pocket behind his belt. And he says, in your minds, you hear, "Oh, forgive me. I haven't quite introduced myself. My name's Grizzlax. What be your names?"
I'm
you
Jojo.
probably- You probably know ours.
I'm gonna tell him with awakened mind that I go by Kilgrave.
I'm Elrenar.
Give a bow. I'm Nocturne.
"Oh, nice to meet you, chaps. What brings you this far in the dark? I see you've lost your way and are looking to find your way to the surface."
Well,
Yeah.
some of these want to go to the surface.
Hold on. Is there yet a nest of you around? Is your home close by?
No, I don't travel with my kinds, really. I'm actually with the Society of Brilliance. Have you heard of us?
Actually, that's a
No.
good question.
No.
I have heard of them.
well, I've never seen an owl bear in person, so no, I haven't.
But do you know where Dark Lake is?
The Society of Brilliance is a rather small group of highly intelligent beings down here in the Underdark, and we're investigating different matters down here. I am personally investigating the Ferzris, which is small pockets of wild energy. Perhaps you've heard of this. Maybe you've tried casting a spell and something fanatical happens, unexpected.
As he says that, my kitty ears will twitch. Oh, do you mean stuff like this?
Yes, exactly, just like that. But we believe this to be something possibly tied to demon activity. Ooh.
No,
And
that's
his
why I'm
tentacles
down
still
here.
kind of, as he says the words.
Uh,
But I'm down here investigating these things. Perhaps you guys might happen to know anything about these Ferzris.
Unfortunately, I have not. I intended on researching what's going on down here, but was captured before I could find anything.
It's rather fascinating.
well, I am very much one for knowledge. If you could teach me what you know about them, I would be very grateful.
Well, one thing that I do know is there's quite a bit of demon activity down here. Why it's here, I couldn't tell you. And what's still coming, I fear for the most. And one of you mentioned Dark Lake. I don't quite know my way through the Dark Lake, but I can tell you how to get to a small city called Gracklestug or Blingdenstone.
Neither
If
of those are sloop and poop.
Is that the Goblin City or the Dark Gnome City?
Yes, disgusting little creatures. And he kind of looks
How-
over at Jim Jar and has like a weird look.
How accepting of outsiders are they in that city?
One should be rather careful, but you might find your way to the surface through these cities. This sloopity poop that you speak of, I don't really know my way there.
Friends, haven't we faced demons down here already?
Yes.
Do
Did
we
we
have
face a
remnants
demon?
of them? They were winged.
And
They were
you-
fighting.
As you're thinking about these demons and explaining them to the party, you feel kind of like a small kind of strain, as if like you're trying to think really hard. And the Mind Flayer turns and looks at you and says, "Yes, these winged creatures that you speak of are in fact demons, but the one that I'm talking is much, much more fierce."
I look straight at him and say, speaking is one thing, digging is another. And I'm just gonna hold there on edge. I don't know what to do with him yet.
I don't know if insulting these owlbears is a good idea.
Well, while Kilgrave's insulting him, I'm going to kind of...
I didn't insult him. That was Elrenar.
I
Okay,
did not
while
insult
Elrenar
him.
is insulting him, I'm going to kind of pat the Mind Flayer on the side and ask him a bit of a side question about the vaulted library that I've been constantly seeing in my dreams.
You may have quite possibly be thinking of my library. It's very extensive.
Really? Would you so happen to care if I could take a look at it sometime?
Maybe. I'd have to speak to the other people of the society. They don't really like outsiders, unless you're accepted as one of us.
And that would be fine. And I don't want to impose.
With your intellect, you would not be accepted. I'm sorry.
What about myself?
That being said, if
18
there's
of
nothing more, I have
intelligence
work
and
to
still
do
too
here.
Stupid.
I have work to do here. If there's nothing more I can help you with, I'm sorry, chaps, but I must be going.
Ah, yes.
Can you point us in the direction of this gnome city?
Blingdenstone. From here, you are about, I would say about 25 days walk from here.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Let's just
And
go
he-
to Sloopadoop.
He points like in a just a random direction, like towards a wall. It's like, it's a rather far walk, but that's probably where you eventually should find your way.
Okay.
As he's kind of bidding us off, I look over to Elrenar and I whisper to him, "Can you give me some of your wizard help or whatever it was that you did that one time that made me better?"
What?
I can, but we should move first.
Sure.
He looks
Let's
to
follow Shushar to Slupadoop.
All right then, sorry I couldn't be of any more assistance, but I must be on my way, chaps. Good luck, and try not to get eaten. And with that, he just and fades out of existence.
Damn it, I was going to steal his monocle.
Ah, too bad.
He dug into my mind.
Yes, it was precisely why I was going to
You
steal
feel
his monocle.
mentally violated.
I was trying to think, what could I think of prayer-wise or something that, but he was a pleasant chap. It wouldn't have bothered him anyways. It's not like he's some foul evil that would be repelled by a holy symbol, so...
Just because someone can speak to your mind doesn't make them evil.
Oh, yes, it does.
It's
All
just
of
the
them,
child of a demon.
including you.
I can do it too.
Well, just to point it out, he does eat brain. I mean, owlbears eat brain.
If he
Ow.
peered into my mind, he would need a bath because my mind is dirty.
Yes.
I
And as far as my demon heritage, I can't help what I was born with. We've been cursed with this ever since Gorgenheim cursed our race thousands of years ago. So I have no choice on these features that have come about on me. It's not like I chose to be a tiefling.
I'm just saying, I don't know what information he may have taken. If it was just the demons we saw, fine, but I've never dealt with that. It felt like something hugged at my mind. I'm thinking I can hear him, but then it was like someone, and I look at Daxon, had their hand in my pocket and just pulled out things that I didn't want them to take.
Right.
Like a painter.
A mental pickpocket. Yes.
I do take offense to the term demon child, because that is not what I am.
Okay, maybe not human child, but like little grown girl and skirt picked up.
I pat Kilgrave on the head and I say, "It's okay. Wizards come in all forms and shapes and sizes, friend."
Oh, yes. Thank you, Jackson.
After all, Jojo's a wizard. He casts Fist.
Yes, Jojo. I did not know you were a wizard either, but you did make it so that I could see at the nighttime. Excellent.
Through the grace of Mask.
It appears I'm the only non-wizard here.
I thought that Jojo was monk.
5 wizards and a painter,
I'm a
traveling through the Underdark.
5 wizards and a painter walk into a bar.
Sounds like the
Let
beginning of
us-
a bad B movie.
Let us move on to Sloopadoop.
Yes,
All
towards
right.
this lupin poop.
So you guys are moving on now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Thoroughly unsettled, yes.
Walking
Russia's
through this
fine.
area, the Daxon and D give me another Constitution save.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Honorbound, save me.
Give them help.
All right. D takes 3 points of damage, but Daxon takes 5. As you walk into yet another choking cloud.
Oh my god. Just let me walk in front.
I'm just gonna kind of go, nope, not going in that again.
Damn it. You think running into one of these already, we may have had some sort of advantage seeing another one, but we did not.
Okay,
Well,
the
yes.
damage only occurs when you breathe it, correct?
Just hold your breath all the way to Schloobly Doo. You'll be fine.
You might be a little bit blue, but you know, it's okay.
Can you light a torch and see if it burns it?
I can fire a ray of a fire ring.
Let's just say, let's just do this. I'm gonna fling produce fire into it after stepping back a good ways in case it explodes.
How far back are you?
Let's say I'm 10 feet away.
Well, I can do firebolt from 120 feet.
But we are walking like hundreds and hundreds of
And
feet.
I miss it anyways.
We do this for like 10 feet. It's doing nothing.
I need to
Everybody
know.
back
As
up.
you hurl the little ball of fire, it kind of falls short, and it catches the edge of just a little wisp of the gas, and you see like a little flickering of light come through it as it burns out.
Everybody back up about 100 feet.
Well, so, from what you just said, is it flammable gas?
It
Seems to
ignited.
be.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does anyone
everybody
have
back
a
up.
spear?
As it burns, it smells like rotten eggs, like sulfuric.
I can shoot a bolt of fire 120 feet.
That's not the point. Does anyone have a spear? You're muted, Jojo.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Does anyone have a long pole? Something.
No.
Because if we light
10-foot pole.
10-foot pole, well, how do we
I
not?
have,
We're an
D&D
adventuring
first
group.
edition? Does anybody know?
What the hell?
I
We're an
have
adventuring group.
arrows.
No, the point being, if we have a long, let's find a staff or a long stick and tie a torch to it, and the lead, just hold it in front of them. It'll flare up before you walk into another.
Oh.
Why don't we just do that with, torch?
Well, you're closer with the torch, and I don't know how much it'll flare up, but something.
All right, so I'll tie 3 torches together with some rope and light the lead one.
How about I cast Mage Hand and he can carry the torch ahead of us by 30 feet ahead of us,
It's
And-
not a permanent spell.
but I can continue to cast it, and it lasts for a minute.
So you're gonna
You're
cast
just gonna have to recast
drop
it
a
every
torch
minute,
each minute.
whereas we could just have a torch in front of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just take the triple long torch and light the one in front.
Any of the NPCs carrying a spear?
Shushar.
Shushar. We need to trade weapons.
Oh, yes, just please don't lose this. This was given to me by my people. We are very,
And
very
they're gonna
proud
immediately lose
of
it.
our spears.
Okay.
And he
So
kind
the
of
easiest
hands
way
you
you
over,
could
and as you grab the spear, it's kind of slimy.
Yeah.
you can stick
Sorry.
the head of the spear
I-
into the middle of a torch and light it. And
I'm
hold
very,
that in front
I'm
of
very
you.
sorry. I slime when I get nervous.
But that will damage the blade some, unless it's made of some good quality adamantine.
I can repair it later.
Yeah, go ahead and put it on there, and I'll light the torch up.
All right. So you guys
and
light up
this
this
still-
long torch now that you're walking with it out in front of you.
And D, this still means you may lead. And I hand the spear to D.
Oh,
I snap
Yes.
my fingers, and the torch lights up.
that means all creatures see me in the underdog.
Bonus. I
Oh
didn't
my
plan
God.
it that way, but no.
Bonus for you all. Whatever.
But now
Alright.
we can stop moving stealthily and get really fast movement.
We might as well just move normal, because move stealth with this, I'm only one and they all attack me, I die, and no fun.
Elrenar, roll me a perception.
Why, certainly. I do so under protest.
So as you guys craft together this makeshift extended torch and kind of walking along, you notice this kind of like a goopy, ploppy, wet, sloshing sound fairly close to you, behind you, and yeah, you don't see
Are
anything
you
yet,
nervous?
but you hear it.
It's
Shushar,
ooze.
are you nervous? Because I hear goop.
He kind of like sniffs on his armpits. No, it's not me.
Everyone hold, and I kind of keep walking but turn and face behind us.
While he does that, I'm just going to go back into get out of the ring of light, just kind of walking on the side, being stealthy and whatnot.
Behind you, you notice, like when you look back, you notice this sort of orange blob kind of slide down the wall, into the path that you had just crossed. So it's just behind you, and this orange blob looks kind of like this.
It's Jelloos.
And it's kind of like, and it's like
gentlemen?
moving its way towards you all.
Gentlemen.
Let's.
have-
I don't like that because it's not a person. Let's run.
We are being
Yes.
stalked by a giant booger.
Yes, let's go quickly.
Run,
maybe-
Loogie!
Maybe we can.
Jojo.
evade.
You notice, or that it seems kind of familiar because back when you guys had first left Velkenvalve, that you would look back and saw something orange behind you that had disappeared.
I was
behind
there
a
as
rock.
well. Thought.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, that's right. Both of you were there. So it seemed familiar, as if it's like had been tracking you possibly this entire time.
Can I roll like a
Nah, I wasn't.
nature
the same
check
one.
to see if I can get a good idea of its intent?
Sure. You are able to tell that its intent is to roll initiative.
Well,
Can't run
I'm
away?
still in
Well,
stealth mode, so can I also go on and get my stealth attack on him?
Well, I could see you all there. Like,
Well, I was
standing
saying
there.
when he said that, I was breaking away from the light and going into stealth. I even rolled a 19, I believe.
Oh.
How do you sneak up on something without eyes?
Exactly.
By walking softly.
I mean, it didn't say you were attacking it or anything, though.
Yeah, it's not really paying attention to you. It's looking more at Elrenar, who was like right closest there. And we'll just use combat tracker for this one and not a battle map, because I think it's pretty easy with one creature.
Well, can I go on and get my stealth attack on him?
Sure.
Well, like all my other
You won't
stealth
be in-
attacks,
you won't
going
be
and
in
catch
stealth afterwards, though.
going. Well, like I said, I already rolled stealth and I got like
Yeah.
a 19 on
I'm
it.
saying after your attack, you won't be in stealth.
Okay.
Battle music, go!
Well, anyways, like all my other stealth attacks, cast Shillelagh and whack 'em. Not bad.
24, that would be a hit.
No, I should probably target him first. Whack.
Alright.
And you want me to go on and roll the stealth. Do we still have the bonus from the pass without trace?
No,
No.
time would have gone by. You guys actually don't have that. I just didn't go through and remove it from everybody.
Yeah, all right. And I got it. I'm still stealthy. It didn't notice that I smacked him.
It would notice it saw you come up and hit it. Like you came
Why'd
right
you
out.
have me
You came
reroll
out of
my-
You're not
stealth
like
when
a
you hit it.
rogue.
You lose your stealth.
But why'd you have me re-roll my stealth after hitting them?
I didn't have you reroll your stealth.
You
I didn't tell you to
you
reroll
rolled it.
stealth.
Only a
Somebody
rogue
said re-roll roll stealth after attacking them.
I never said reroll stealth.
Yeah. Only a rogue can do that.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Whatever.
will be Jim Jar first, who is close enough to get a shot off on him. Where did it go? There it is. All right, he's gonna fire his crossbow, sunk, and stabs into the side of the jelly, doing 7 points of damage, and it just kind of gets sucked into the jelly. All right. Eldith, she's farther up and not going to be able to get close, but she can get attacked with a bow. One of these days she'll use her warhammer. I swear. All right. So with her bow, hit.
Why? She hits at range like
Just
automatic.
And the jelly kind of like blobs to the side as it absorbs this arrow. And out is Jojo.
Is it within 40 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, then
Punch the
move
goop.
up. Move up into melee distance with it. I will. Where are you? There you are. Punch at it.
Punch the goop.
I should target it first.
I don't know.
That would be a hit though.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it on the combat tracker?
All the way at the bottom.
All the way at the
There it
bottom.
is.
Everybody is faster than it.
Hey Rob,
What's
are
up?
those icons, the turn change and the attack, new in the chat? I don't recall seeing those. A little sword with the attack and
No,
flag
no.
for turn.
They've been there.
I'm blind.
We'll follow that up with a flurry of blows.
Nice.
Gives you 2 more unarmed attacks against
Ooh.
it.
Good.
That and miss.
And that was a definite miss.
Yep.
All right, Elrenar.
How close is it to me?
About 5-6 feet from you.
I want to move about 20 feet away from it. Am I
Okay.
going to provoke an attack if I do that?
You will,
Then I will do a full engage and move 25 feet
because
away.
it's a large creature, so it has a larger reach.
Yeah. So I will pull up my shield and get about 25 feet away, and I'll do a safe engage, a disengage.
Okay. So take your whole
That'll be me.
action.
Yep.
All right. Shushar, who no longer has his spear, is going to okay. He's like, whoa, these things are a delicacy, and he runs up and he goes to take a bite.
I hope that's true.
And bites attack. And he just and just flies by. Oh, so sticky, hard to catch. All right, Fargus will shoot him with a crossbow. Bam! It's a hit. And 4 points of damage. All right,
Hey,
D.
Jim Jar, I bet we kill this thing. I bet you 5 gold we kill this thing before it has a chance to attack once.
Okay.
Oh, I bet you 5 gold. We'll do 5.
We will slice this guy too. There we go. By the power of peanut butter, we shall add the jelly.
Oh,
I'm the
wow,
jelly
peanut
here.
butter sandwiches.
So that's a hit with the longsword.
There's both my hits.
That's both. Yes.
Well, you rolled
Two hits.
advantage. Oh, wait. Yeah.
No, he just rolled both his attacks and hit with both of them.
Yeah.
There we
Both-
go.
Both
So,
hit.
first one. Hiya! With that. So that's a 10 damage. Then my
No, he resisted it. He only took he has only 6 damage. It should have been.
there's 10 damage total.
Yeah, but he has resistance to slashing.
Oh,
6 and then 0.
Yeah.
It
so just
automatically
6.
calculated it, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So as you slash it, he splits into
But-
2.
it'd be a total of 10 because it doesn't count my other attack. I mean
Yep.
my other thing with it. So it'd be 10. So it'd take 4 damage.
All right. So as he splits into 2, this one will have much less hit points. Okay. So you cut him and he kind of, and now there's 2 of them.
So he has a resistance of 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's resistant
You
to
guys-
slashing.
You guys were betting. Did anyone count on splitting like blackjack?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my free action to kind of go, Jim Jar, how do we want to call this one?
and I sliced him again.
You hit him a 3rd time? Or second time?
That was just my second time with my sword.
Yes.
So the
You did.
second hit, So you swung through him once. As he splits, you hit another one, and you now cut him into 3.
Stop attacking him with knives!
I already rolled my 2 attacks and scored both hits. I can't help it.
No, he's only in 2 pieces, right?
No, he's
You
in
cut him in
like-
half
3.
once, and then he cut one of those halves, so now he's in thirds. So now there's 3 of them. One slightly
Wouldn't
larger,
there be
2 small.
4?
No,
It'd be 4.
because
Well,
there was 1. You split him in half, and then you split one of those, so there's 3.
okay.
Oh, yes.
So there's another
That's
Ochre
good.
Jelly 3 now.
Oh, you know what? I just didn't unhide him. That's why. Boop, there he is.
Okay.
Do you gotta advance the tracker?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I am very
We're
good
gonna
at that.
start penalizing you with experience if you keep forgetting it.
No, we won't.
I don't.
Daxon, you're up.
Alright, I
Experience.
assume I can get into some sort of flanking position with all the people crowded around. Right?
Sure.
Is that fair?
We'll assume so. Because you guys are like now like sort of pooled around him.
Okay, I'm gonna
Slash
come
him.
up, come
Slash
up
him.
there and- I'm not gonna slash him. I'm gonna pierce him. I'm gonna do some piercing. Is what we're gonna do.
Some
Give him a
pirates.
navel ring.
Yeah, we're gonna go boom.
Oh,
Right.
hot diggity.
That's a
And
hit.
ka-chow. Oh god, that was bad. Alright, and then we got a crossbow.
Hit.
Oh!
Alright. And that's it.
Alright, I'm gonna Hex Ochre Jelly 1. He has disadvantage on Constitution saves. And I'm gonna cast Shatter on all 3 of them. So, let's see. Did Jelly 1 pass?
One. Jelly 1's passed. 2 failed, and 3 failed.
Okay, then I gotta roll another one for Jelly 1
Yep.
because he has disadvantage. So just ignore the other 2 rolls.
Alright. Jelly 1, failure.
Okay, so they take all the damage.
Alright, 19, and he just.
Wow.
He shatters. Actually, all 3 of them.
Yeah, you killed all 3.
Yep, all 3 of them just kind of explode into goop.
I do believe someone owes someone 5 gold.
Nicely done, Kilgrave.
Impressive.
I do
Nicely.
believe that does still technically count as it dying before it had an attack, even if it did split into 3. Kill me 5 more gold, Jim Jar.
Man, well, when we get somewhere with, gold, I'll give you some. Yeah.
Well, at least it won't be hunting Elrenar anymore.
Hunting me? Wait, what? No, don't. No.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, buddy.
I'm worried more about Tentacle Face, anyways.
Yes, I
Well, let's
believe
keep
those
walking then. I
believe
doubt
those
this-
gelatinous creatures do feed off of wizard blood. Ooh.
I'll kick the ooze just to be sure there's nothing inside it, like digested treasure or something. Then, if I don't feel anything, move on.
Shushar kind of perks up. He's like, actually, now that you mention it, I do recognize this. My city is just beyond this tunnel here. And just in front of you, about probably 20 feet, is like an archway, kind of like through the side of a little cavern as it turns around. But it resembles like a very short tunnel you can see through. And it looks maybe 20 feet in length that you would have to go through this tunnel.
Okay.
How far past this tunnel?
Perhaps about a 2 hours walk to my people.
Well, we can hurry up, get there,
Are
and
they-
then take ourselves a rest.
One moment.
Are they going
can't do
to
it.
accept us?
Of course, my people are very generous people.
There is the slime that we just faced.
We'll watch it after.
Watch after game. Watch after game. Yes.
Well, let's hurry up and move on.
Yes,
It's
let's
been
go.
like a
My
day
people
or
will-
two. We
will
need a
welcome.
long rest soon.
My people shall
Yeah, it'd
welcome.
be nice to be in a city for once.
All right, so you guys are move on.
Yep.
All right. So you start making your way, headed into the little tunnel way, and you can see as it opens up back to the cavern on the back side of the tunnel. And Shustar says, "Oh, but I did forget to remind you of one thing. We have to go through the Dark Lake." And as that happens, the ground starts shaking, and rocks are starting to tumble down on the walls, and the tremors cause the outsides, like where you just walked in, and the outsides of this tunnel to cave in,
Oh.
sealing you inside this tunnel. And at this point, you are in absolute darkness. You all managed to be standing just in the right spot, not to get hit by any of the boulders that fall down.
As a reaction, I'll go on and flick my hand to produce flame, making a basic torch to just kind of light up the area.
All right, and Pain Guy, thanks for the follow. So yes, you're all trapped inside this tunnel area, and
On both sides.
on both sides.
Can you put that light out, please?
Yeah, we don't need it. Everyone can see in the dark.
But it's absolute pitch black, I assume, even for the dark, for the people with dark vision.
No.
Well, they can see inside that. It's just cut off from any of the ambient light that you guys were once traveling in.
Yeah.
And
All right.
with that
Okay.
being said, that'll conclude today's session.
Now,
So the final image is me reaching to basically strangle Shushar for this. So, you know,
And scene.
Yeah. And I'm preparing an agonizing blast to start forcing the boulders out and away from us.
Before you completely end in the stream, could you show everyone the video at least a little bit? It goes from 0 to 100 really fast. Or no? I mean,
No,
you don't have.
I don't have it set up to share that screen.
Well, then you guys watch it on your own. It reminds you of the 90s.
So, like I like to do at the end of every session, I want to go through and have everyone kind of detail their little favorite event or whatever. We'll start with Kilgrave.
I had a blast. I don't think I missed a single attack this game, which is amazing. And I think I blew up like 6 or 7 monsters.
You did.
But my favorite part probably was encountering the Illithid, which I hate. But it was pretty cool how you did it, and the voice you did for him. That was my favorite part.
I did think about, because I had been practicing the one that Matt Mercer does, and I'm like, even if I nailed it, it would be too close. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it funny, and he's gonna have this like really like goofy British accent, like, oh hello.
Right. Yeah, I like that.
What about you, JoJo?
I think actually right there towards the end, the last fight with the slime, when Kilgrave went ahead and killed all 3 of them with one spell. That was really cool.
I think that's the first time one of that's happened, that like more than one creature had died from one action.
Yeah. Oh, the first
Achievement.
I got that. I just got that spell when we leveled up last time. It's called
Nice.
Shatter.
Yep.
All right, Nocturne, what about you?
For me, it's a toss-up between having the Mind Flayer tell me that even though I've got 18 in intelligence, that I'm too stupid to enter his library, and just rounding the corner to see those Drow waiting for us, like, oh hey, there he is. Get him.
What about you, Daxon?
This is a really easy one for me. When JoJo cast Dark Vision on me, that was pretty much, the best thing for me, so that I could do stuff.
he didn't see the rest of it. So
It was great, you know. I didn't see anything else. That's all
Like half today's
I-
adventure, I haven't actually been able to see.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see any of it. So
Eleanor, what about you?
I think we actually got to work together a bit more, and
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
tactically it was more effective. That the spikes worked really well.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's actually. I actually have a few arguments with the spikes, mostly because, especially for me, if I'm not in, even if I'm in beast form, I for the most part only got close range attacks. I'm sitting here just only able to fling 1d6 fireballs at enemies.
Well, and they
Hey,
can't
it,
hit
it works
us
so
either.
far.
That's right.
Yeah,
when we're
we're not getting
outnumbered,
attacked by that.
isolating opponents.
That's a good spell.
But I just think tactically a lot of things went better
I
trying
agree.
different
Yeah.
things.
What about
So
you,
that
Eli?
was good.
I would want to say the spell that just immediately got canceled, and then walks over and goes, even immune to magic, and then misses 2 attacks.
I'd have to say my favorite was pretty much the whole hook horror layer. How you guys were just making so much racket because I had already pre-set up all the gnolls everywhere, and I'm just like, well, more gnolls are coming in, because you guys are kind of supposed to walk upon them, but there's just so much going on. I'm like, I'm just gonna have them keep rushing in, and they
And
just
we
kept
survived.
flooding in, and so I think it was Nocturne and Jojo that was going through the passage at first.
It was just me that went through the
The
passage.
first time, yeah. And you're like,
And
oh shit,
right-
there's some coming this way too.
Yeah, we
Um,
got surrounded. If
but
it
yeah,
wasn't for
just-
that spike spell, we would have probably gotten hurt a lot worse.
Yeah,
Probably.
definitely. So I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna play the little intro video one more time. I'll end the stream.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yes, thanks for the followers and for all the viewers. And after that video is done playing, then I'll give you guys your experience. So give me like a couple minutes.
Okay.
All right. So yeah.